not sure what's happening. We're having major technical issues here. And yeah, I guess they kicked this on right now. Okay. Okay, let's start it all over again, guys. Let's go back to the start here. Here we go. And let's do this again. Sorry about this, guys. We're having major technical issues here, and we're having major computer issues here, guys. I'm really sorry about this. Oh yeah, it's Mike in the Night, folks. Major technical issues here, guys. Our computer is on its way out here. Today is Saturday. Sorry, it's Monday. I keep doing Mike in the Nights on Mondays. It's on Saturdays. Today is Monday. Need to start reprogramming the brain a little bit more here. Today is Monday, September 1st. Today is the last day of summer. And I welcome everyone to episode 617 of Mike in the Night. We are on, let me double check this because I don't even know. We are on season, I think, 32. Episode 7 of the show. And let me just go home here and see if I could find the video here. Yeah, we're at season 32, episode 7 of Mike in the Night. And I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you be watching this transmission, whether you're watching us from your condo in the sky, or a camper or cabin in the woods, or relaxing on your lazy boy. People of the night, welcome to Mike in the Night. It is 3 a.m. and something is moving you. So I'm doing my best here, guys. The computer is... We're just going to go until the computer dies. The computer crashed 2 times while setting up the show. And again, the show has no budget. There's no budget in the show. So the $400 a year we make, it just doesn't cover it, right? So we are basically here to give other content creators ideas for their channels and discussions, speaking points, and predictions. But it's gonna time will come when we can't be here no more. We just can't afford to be here anymore, and that's what's gonna happen, guys. Comments are moving nicely here, guys, on this beautiful September 1st. It is like 34 degrees centigrade in my room. It's so hot in here that I'm having troubles actually breathing. It's how bad it is in here. And it's just summertime in Canada. That's what happens. And what else we got here? Okay, let's rock and roll here. Okay, the comments are moving nicely, guys. And all right, let's do this. So, guys, we're gonna run till the computer dies. So, if the computer cuts off unexpectedly, it's just the computer's 11 years old, and I'm letting you guys know that, right? So it's not YouTube that's doing it yet that we know of. It's more of a yeah. Let's go into a channel plug, guys. KiwiRadio.nz. KiwiRadio.nz. Don't forget to check out Ralphie. Scroll all the way to the bottom here, and you will find replays of Mike in the Night. Looks like 616 is up. That's season 32, episode 6, I think that was. 616 is up because we are on 617 right now. So check out. I was listening to it actually. I was actually listening to bits of it here. So about 33 cents. Now I'm bringing this up because it's important. We brought this whole peso thing up multiple times on. So there it is right there. Plays nice and smooth. So MP3 format if you guys want. MikeMartinsTax.com. MikeMartinsTax.com. If you're having any tax issues, go ahead, fill this out, and go from there. If you're living in Canada or United States, just fill that out and see what you could get. And MikeInTheNight.org takes you over to our playlist of Mike in the Night. So what we'll do is we'll post Mike in the Nights a few days later up here until they take us down out of here. So here it is, MikeInTheNight.org. And Buy Me a Coffee link, I think, is still up somewhere. If you guys want to buy me a coffee, go ahead and do that. Buy your boy a coffee. But if you really want to help out the transmission, go ahead and join the channel. Go to the subscription button and join the channel. Join the channel. We have and we have videos that we put up under our members only section now. If you want to join the channel and help us out that way, that would really be supportive if you could do that. Join the channel. And I would like to thank our 3 channel subscribers, Dino Bravo, Mitch, and Debbie. Thank you for being part of the channel, liking and subscribing, and supporting us that way. So just join the channel live. This is the only way we could see if we could get some sort of revenue going, just to help cover the internet bandwidth, man. Just to help. I mean, other channels are just taking the speaking. But no, let's talk about other channels. I'll tell you something. So I brought this up again. This was a few months back. So when U.S. aid, when the whole U.S. aid started to dry up and the funding stopped, so we had about 7,001 or 7,002 content creators in Canada, not in America, Canada, that were receiving U.S. aid. And for years, we're trying to figure out who are these people, why are they making so much money, why are they so big, where do they come from? They didn't exist pre-2020, and all of a sudden, they were here to tell you everything you need to know. And then we say it, we get cut off. We get suspended. So why? So fast forward into 2024, we find out it's U.S. aid. Okay. So now there was this guy complaining the other day that he's been on social media for 2 years. I've been on social media 15 years. He's been on social media 2 years and he's only making $200,000 a year. And he needs a new computer. So he started a GoFundMe for a new computer. Ended up raising $140,000 for his new computer. And he's making $200,000 plus, and he was talking about how he's such a failure and he's only making $200,000 a year I'm like, buddy, I make $400 a year for the last 15 years. I make $400. The reason why no one's giving me any money is because I'm telling you what it is. I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you have to hear. And if you don't want to hear it, get lost. But you want to hear it, you want to know the deal and why these things are happening and why they're doing this, you're in the right place. This is where you belong. It's right here. Where do you think all these other channels get their they come from little channels like us and take all their information and speaking points, predictions, talking word salads, whatever you want to call them. Take them and run with them. And everyone's glorifying them. Oh, look. I mean, that's why I keep telling you guys, 5 years ago we made this video. 7 years ago, 10 years ago we made this video. But someone's making it today when the damage is already done. It doesn't matter. They're telling you what you already know. The damage is done. 10 years ago, different story. 10 years ago, you're looking at a different story. But here we are, folks. And that's that. Struggling on social media. But we'll find a way. We always find a way in the end. Okay, all right, what do we got? Okay, everything's moving nicely here. Hi from Mexico. We got Paulo. Hey, Paul, touch bone. Apparently, Low Roller Scratcher in the comments here, he's been commenting on my videos for over 10 years now. YouTube censorship begins, ID identification begins this month, so I don't know what they're doing with this. I don't know what they're doing. So, all right, we got, yeah, sorry guys, if you hear awkward silences while you're listening to this on replay or MP3 format, I'm just reading the live comments as we go. We got Dalton, Dallas Dalton is coming on the show. He's got some information for us. Dino Bravo said he might make an appearance here tonight. And then we got Dino Bravo wants to come on, and if Supreme Canada remembers that we're on, he could come on and give us wind the show down. But yeah, hopefully the internet, this computer, please don't crash. Computer, don't crash on us. I can't afford to buy another computer right now. This computer is 11 years old. It's been really good to me, or 11 or 12 years old. It's been really good, and I just don't want to buy another. I can't buy another computer right now. I just can't do it. So, anyways, all right, let's head over to some headlines. Let's head over to Australia first. This is all over social media, and people are asking me to comment on it. I'm like, no problem. I can comment on this. Here it is right here. So we're having a march. Thousands attend anti-immigration protests in Melbourne on Sunday. So all over Australia, they have been protesting anti-immigration, anti-migration, immigration, migration, whatever you want to call it. They are protesting this. And the mistake that they're making is, you see, I'm an immigrant. Mike Martins, my family, my wife, we're all immigrants. But we came here to build something. My dad came here to build a lot of projects, right? So we're immigrants to build Canada. Migrants come after everything is built and then come into the country and then occupy working at the bank. They come and work at the bank. But what about the people that built the building? What about their kids? Can't they work at the bank? No. No. That's for migrants. No. That's not for you. That's not for you. That's for the migration to come in and work at the banks. They don't speak English and they shut your accounts down and destroy your family. That's how it works. All right, let's go. So this is what's happening across Australia. People are migrants and are so here it is. Let me go into our show notes here. I got some show notes here, guys. Let me go into the show notes and I'll tell you here, Australia. So these are videos that were taken down from our channel because we have 2001 videos that have been taken down. Australia on fire, migrant wave destroy stability, and that was on December 2015 video. Australia is drowning in diversity, national identity shattered. That was on June 2016. That video was taken down in 2019, but it was published June 2016. Australia hijacked, leaders invite invasion, citizens pay the price. That was a good one. I actually got numbers, graphs. That was Australia hijacked, leaders invite invasion, citizens to pay the price. That was published on May 2017, and that was taken down August 2019. So what else do I have here for Australia's? Australia's borders surrendered, sovereignty destroyed. That was May 2019. So why is this happening in Australia? Why is Australia going through this right now? Well, just like every other English-speaking country in the Commonwealth, a lot of these countries built their economy off real estate. So I don't have the numbers in front of me. I made an earlier short video, but Australia had, I think, 1.8 or 1.7 to 1.8 trillion dollars laundered through its real estate from China, Chinese money laundering. Canada was 2.2 to 2.6 trillion. New Zealand was 583 billion. Was New Zealand. So Australia has, I think, 1.6 or 1.7 million empty homes, creating artificial shortages. So what these governments did since 2010 to 2024, they just bring in the laundered money from China, bring it in, and the blue states of America, Canada, UK. And we covered the article for you guys. If the City of London stopped laundering money, the world economy would collapse. We covered that in 2019 for you guys. So this is very important. Because the British proper, the Australian proper, all these people, they can't afford to get into their own real estate. because they can't compete with Chinese money laundering. So all these world leaders in these English-speaking countries made a decision to say, what if we just bring in 1 million people, 2 million people from India? That will solve our housing crisis. Our locals can't get into the housing. But you know what? We bring a couple of million people from India. That will fill the homes up. So that's what happened. Governments at 2020 opened the floodgates in Australia, New Zealand, the UK, the blue states of America, everywhere, Canada, because the Canadian proper could not get into their own real estate. They just can't compete with the trillions of dollars of laundered money. An average house should be 4 times your net income. So whatever you make in 1 year net. So if you make $100,000 gross, so you take home $40,000 after all the taxes. Times 4, that's what a house needs to be worth in your area. Well, but, I make $100,000. No, you don't. The government takes 60 of it, or 40 or 50, depending on what country you live in. And the rest goes to you. So you need to take what you make 4 years net, calculate your total debt service ratio, and you'll see what you have left over for food. And that's why we've been protesting for years on this channel that you won't be able to afford to buy food by 2020. We were off by a few years because they pulled the trigger on the pandemic, which we told you about also. So this is why this is happening in all these English-speaking countries, is they're bringing in people to try and fix the housing crisis that the Chinese started with money laundering, and your governments worked with the Chinese, and it's a complete total disaster mess. And now your tax dollars need to clean this all up. And there's no victories here. Nobody wins here. The people from India come here on a promise of a good future, thinking that they're advertising in India. They come over here and they think that there's going to be an open door. And you know what? They're starting to realize that they're going to go back home because they're realizing it's going to be impossible to make it in Canada. So Canada strikes out multiple times. 2010, the money laundering kicks in hard. They legalized money laundering in 2010 in Canada. From China, if you're from Portuguese, you're out. Iran, Australia, Germany, you can't launch. China, take the paper. Take the paper. Take the paper. So that's just how it works, depending on what country you are from. And the fentanyl and the Chinese gangs and the whole 9 yards. We covered all of this, all these years. And, all right, what else we got here? So that is what's happening in those countries and why they decided to bring in millions of migrants into the country, was to try and solve their housing crisis. And it's not going to work. All right, let's keep going. All right. All right, who else is here? Mitch is here. Junkyard Dogs in the house. So the chess pieces are moving. That's exactly what's happening. We got somebody from behind enemy lines here in YVR. Sorry, guys. I'm just the live chat's moving nicely here tonight, so I like to engage with you guys. I love you guys. I want to find a way to keep this show going, guys. I really do. I really want to find a way to keep this going. Okay. I want to head over. We need to head over now to Venezuela. Very important. So, CELAC convenes urgent meeting over U.S. deployment in the Caribbean. So, this is very important. There are these guys here. The CA blah, 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 blah is basically stands for Community of Latin American and Caribbean States. Or Caribbean, Comunidad de Estados Latinoamericanos, Caribbeans y Español, or yeah. So that's what they stand for, and they're basically supposed to regulate. There's about 33 countries that are part of this, and they regulate, create some sort of regional sovereignty and some sort of zone of peace, so to say. We never brought this up before about these guys, ever. But we did bring up Venezuela multiple times for you guys. And Colombia, in its role to pro-temporal president of the Community of Latin American and the Caribbean States, CELAC has convened an urgent virtual meeting on the bloc's foreign ministry to address the escalating tensions following the deployment of U.S. warships in the Caribbean. Colombia's foreign minister said the virtual meeting provides an opportunity for members... Blah, 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 blah. So what it is happening here is Maduro escalated his rhetoric and press conferences in Caracas. Now, Maduro has absolutely every... He has every right to be mad. You know why? Because it goes back to this video here that we made. It's very important. Venezuela's fake president, who never ran, was appointed by the CIA. So what happened was there was a guy named Falcon and Nicolas Maduro were running for the presidency of Venezuela. Those were the two guys of the pollsters. That were the observers, everything. And there's only two guys, Falcon and Maduro. And whoever worked more with the U.S. lost the election. They found some dirt on Falcon that he worked more with the U.S., so he lost the election. Maduro won. And all those anti-Maduro protests, they weren't anti-Maduro. That was all fake. So America had this great idea to make a guy named Guaido that never ran, wasn't on the pollsters, never ran for president, become the president. So if you watch this video here, and Maduro has every right to be angry, and it's in here in this Mike in the Night, old Mike in the Night. And there it is right there, Guaido. And he didn't run. See, look, Venezuela President Steele, who didn't even run. See that? We were already covering this for you guys, showing you that these people did not even run for presidency, but they became president because the CIA said so. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because right here, right here, China, U.S., next proxy war location, I'm thinking Venezuela through Guyana. So here it is right here. Infrastructure. It's just perfect. Team USA, Guyana. Team China, Venezuela. And Russia, too. China, Russia, and Venezuela will be against Team Guyana. 789-mile border. It's just a perfect... If I was a globalist, warmonger, that's where I'll start the next proxy war. Would be actually in Guyana versus Venezuela. Start something up because, America's been sanctioning Venezuela for years, wanting to get their hands on their oil. So what a better way than doing a Guyana versus Venezuela. And I think, I think USA, don't be surprised in the next couple of months if the United States of America starts ramping up military support in Guyana. And there is the military support right here, and military U.S. deployment in the Caribbean. It's in the Caribbean, it's not in Guyana, but it could move to that front, like I've been saying. And this could be our next war, folks. This might be the next distraction, proxy, whatever they want to go for. I think this is coming next, folks. So keep that in mind. Venezuela, keep your eyes and ears open. Venezuela, Guyana area, Caribbean area with the United States of America. Okay, I'm just going to start closing some of these windows here so my computer doesn't bug up and shut down on us. So Canada's in huge celebration. Canada, anytime anything happens to Donald Trump or the media is trying to win on an angle, Canada gets up and celebrates the firecrackers. It's like the war. It's like the Ewoks when they won the Moon of Endor. The celebrations, the drums, the happiness, look at Trump and look at Trump. It's like, you know what? Don't take sides. Look at the situation. So we're going to look at the situation here on Mike of the Night. Trump just tried to break the law on a holiday weekend. Pfft, gives a crap. Watch this. Because everyone in Canada just loves. Map shows where President Barack Obama dropped 20,000 bombs. This was back in 2016. And I love how they put Donald Trump here in the front, eh? Ongoing U.S. leader carries out 3,000 more strikes in 2016 than the year before. Obama dropped, I think, U.S. forces dropped 3,000 more bombs in 2016 and 2015, taking the grand total of strikes to 26,171. That's like 3 to 4 bombs an hour. U.S. bombed Iraq, Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Libya, Yemen, and Somalia in 2016. U.S. dropped 26,171 bombs. That's 3 or 4 bombs an hour, right? It tells you here. City, New York, airstrikes. I think it's 3 or 4 bombs an hour. Now, why am I bringing this up? Why did he break the law? Right here. U.S. airstrikes in Iraq, Syria killed twice the civilians previously announced. So if anyone broke the law, really broke the law, I mean, really murdered and killed a lot, it was the previous administration that did it. So the military published a new figure showing that an estimated 64 civilians were killed by American airstrikes in the past. Well, that's a lot more than what they're saying there. So Trump tried to break the law. No, look at the Obama administration and what he did. This guy should get a Nobel Peace Prize for every couple of hours. Every couple of hours he needs to get a Nobel Peace Prize for the amount of drop. He dropped 3 bombs an hour during his administration. So the reason why I compare Obama to Trump is because here in Canada, they love Obama. Oh boy, do they ever love Barack Hussein Obama. The cleanest president in history here. That's what people see. And I always bring up those articles for people to see. And that's MSNBC. That's actually the fake news. The fake news that's actually reporting. The real news for people, vice versa. You know what I mean? That's actually reporting that. MSNBC and ABC and NBC. And what's this one here? The Independent. So, and MSN. So the real fake news is actually reporting this. So. All right, let's close all these windows here. Hopefully our computer doesn't crash. All right. Okay, let's head over to the United States of America, where Chicago, at least 53 shot thus far on Labor Day weekend. I was talking to someone the other day. They said, there's like Alabama. There's so many shootings in Alabama. There wasn't a single shooting. There wasn't a single, shooting over the weekend in Alabama. I'm not sure. Chicago's pretty bad, and I keep telling people Chicago, no, Alabama. So everyone tries to bring the South in. Bring in the South. Oh, the South is horrible. Yeah, it's backwards. Yeah. No. It's in the North. It's in Chicago. And that's where Chicago, at least 53 shot thus far on Labor Day weekend. And this is Brendan Johnson here. At least 53 people have been shot, 5 of them fatally as of Monday morning on Labor Day weekend in 2025 in Chicago. The weekend's first fatal shooting occurred 11:56 p.m. Friday, according to ABC 7, leaving a 25-year-old woman dead. So, yeah, that's what's happening there. And this Brendan Johnson, this guy is junk. This guy's terrible. He doesn't know how to run his administration. He has no idea if he's tricking or treating or what's happening under his watch. And all he is about this wokeness and this bullshit sanctuary garbage that's going to get his people killed. That's all it's going to do is get his people killed. And Gates meets with Trump to discuss importance of U.S. global health programs. So, you know that everyone's playing on the same team. I told you guys, don't take sides. And I said before, if Trump is allowed to get in, it's going to be different. He's going to follow a different script. I even said it on personal phone calls with you guys that I've been speaking to. That if he gets in, if he's allowed to get in, he's going to follow a script. And there it is right there. Bill Gates has a meeting with President Trump. And remember, before Trump took office, he had a 4-hour or 2-hour steak dinner with Trump and discussing things. Remember that? Yeah, so there it is right there. In a statement obtained by Fox News Digital, a spokesperson said Bill met with the president to discuss the importance of U.S. global health programs and health research that is necessary to save lives to protect Americans' health and preserve U.S. leadership in the world. Like we said in early 2020, with a lot of other content creators stole our stuff, we were the first to tell you, hey, if they want to save lives, why don't they just give insulin to people for free that can't afford to buy it so they don't die? Why don't they just give diabetics free insulin so they don't die if they want to save lives? Right? That was ours. Right? Let's keep going. More than 1 million migrants have left the United States workforce in the wake of Trump's immigration crackdown. Again, if you're illegal, you're illegal. They ask you at the border, where are you coming? Where are you going? What are you doing? And you lie? You lied. You're illegal. Get out. If you cross illegally through a trench or through water or through someone's trunk in their car, you lied. You lied. Shane Jones just sent me $10. Thank you. Just trying to help out Mike. It's sad YouTube's taking whatever they take out of this. Yeah. Thank you, buddy, for that. Guys, join the channel. Go back to the channel and click join, register. Please join the channel. Every month, join. Every month, you get charged a little bit of money, and that helps the transmission. We got our three people that are, I'm calling them the founding fathers. So 1 million. Yeah, you're illegal, you're illegal. Right? And Microsoft fires 4 employees protesting Israeli ties and surveillance tech in Gaza. This is a mistake a lot of people are making. We keep telling you not to take sides because you are being played. And no exceptions. President Trump to sign executive order requiring voter ID in elections. Voter ID. Voter ID. Voter ID should have been implemented since the time of President Woodrow Wilson. That's when they should have implemented voter ID, at the time of Woodrow Wilson. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, it's 2025, all this election fraud. Let's get voter ID now. Why? Should have been implemented during the Woodrow Wilson administration. Go look up when he was president. That's when voter ID should have been implemented. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. Somebody bought me a coffee. Here, let's see the inbox. Yay, Pamela. Wow, Pamela. Pamela keeps this channel alive. Thank you so much, PP. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. For the coffee, it means a lot, guys. There's a link in there for coffee if you guys want to buy me a coffee. I appreciate that too. All right, let's close these windows so we're not bogging the system down. And let's move over. Whew. So Dino Bravo's here. Who else is here? Yeah, keep the lights on for Mike in the night. Guys, it ain't getting easy, man. I might be like I'm not joking. We may be like forced to have to probably even move to the Philippines. We were in a house there, everything's set up. Food comes to our door. People, I just have to go fishing once or twice a week to bring home some tuna, some big fish. Like we may have to. My kids have land in the Philippines. You have money. No, it's not that what you think. Oh, you bought land, a couple of $100. We bought land. It's very different. We may be forced eventually out of this Canada. Like we said 10, 15 years ago, Canada's going to be a playground for the rich elite criminal Chinese money laundering and like criminal element. It's not even going to be for Canadian or European expansion anymore. It's not. The Canadian proper is going broke and homeless, and you see Canadians homeless all over the place, while other people are coming in and taking the jobs that those people's parents built the buildings. Those people's parents built the buildings. Yeah. These guys are all controlled up. We're not controlled anything, guys. That's why we're not nothing, man. We're nothing. We're not. This is why we don't go anywhere. It's because we're telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. All right. Someone says that Alex Jones sold his soul. All these people sold their souls. Oh. All these people sold their souls. They're all Joe Rogan is mad. Donald Trump lied to my face. Who that? Joe, relax. Go back to getting weird guests on your show and be amazed at everything they tell you. You're 7 years behind everything. Stop being like Elon Musk with the moves. Elon Musk with the moves. We told you that guy is going to be more dangerous than Bill Gates. We told you. All right. Yeah, someone's saying it's sad what happened to Canada. It's very sad what happened to Canada. Well, let's head over to Canada. So mentioning Canada in the comments, let's head over to Canada. Canadian economy hits an iceberg. Government spending soars. Of course, they're going to devaluate this currency as fast as humanly possible and drive it into the ground. Canada isn't ready to use the R word to describe its economy. No, we are in a recession, guys. Like I've been saying, we are going into a depression. People are running out of money. People don't have money anymore. People are competing with Chinese money laundering to get these expensive houses, $2-3 million homes that you could buy the same home in Alabama for $60,000. And they're paying $3 million up here for the same house in Canada because it's propped up by Chinese money laundering. And now they can't even afford, people can't afford to eat anymore. So we've been in a recession since 2012, 2010, 2011, 2012. We are going into a depression. Then we're going to go into a hyperinflationary level if governments keep spending this kind of money. And reported the economy contracted to Q2, dragging down the falling exports and slump business investment. What little growth remained came from residential real estate. Again, whatever is residential real estate is tied to our GDP, right? The only reason GDP didn't fall further was temporary lift from household and government spending. But with incomes weakening and the public finances deteriorating, the support looks increasingly unsustainable. Canadian GDP contracts on exports, but weakness may be overstated. And the real GDP contracted 0.4% in Q2, driven by sharp decline in exports. It's down 7.5%, shedding 2.46%. Now, here's the problem with this. We don't really, we have stuff to export, but China controls it. Our biggest coal mine in BC is Chinese owned. No Canadian hires. So they didn't even hire Canadians on these Chinese mines and farms. So whatever they export, it's not ours. It's not the Canadian people making the wealth. It's going to China. China has it all. And this is what we were trying to tell you guys for the last 15 years, but nobody cared. Now it's happening. Some guy writes a book. Oh my God! It's like, yeah, but we could have solved this problem 15 years ago if people cared enough. It saw what we were talking about. Nobody cared. But 15 years later, some guy writes a book. Oh my God, he wrote a book. Oh my God, he wrote a book. Oh my God, he wrote a book. We're dead. No, we could have solved this 15 years ago, but we didn't. Right? So here we are now. And Quebec, 2 weeks to pack up their house. That's not bad. I was watching this. 2 weeks to pack up your house. Quebec family forced to return to the U.S. after 15 years in Canada. Two weeks to pack your bags is not bad. Because when Canada was in 2006, 7, and 8, and 9, when they were deporting the Portuguese and they were targeting Portuguese families, they went to the high schools to grab all the kids that spoke Portuguese. They shut down malls where Portuguese were frequent and then waited for them to come in and out of the mall. Vehicle road blitzes. Everything you see Donald Trump doing now, we have a playbook already for you guys going back years, basically to deport the Portuguese or Canadian-style Portuguese. So what happened? Like 2 weeks is good. Because when they were deporting the Portuguese, they would go to work sites where there were Portuguese laborers, grab them right there, and put them right on a plane. And they couldn't get a bag. They couldn't get some clothes. The Portuguese president asked the Prime Minister of Canada, let them go home and get a bag if you can. Just let them get a bag so they have some stuff when they arrive here. But 2 weeks to pack up your house after 15 years, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's actually good. So it's a good thing, right? They're getting 2 weeks. If you were a Portuguese in 2006, 7, and 8, and you came on a path to citizenship in 2000, you came on a path to citizenship to build the country in 2000, you didn't get 2 weeks to pack up. They took you right there and put you on a plane. So Canada's doing better. They're giving people 2 weeks now, which is nice. Canada's capital flight crisis, record exit by foreign and domestic investors. So what's happening is this is the European expansion that bought their houses in 1986, 1989, for 30 grand, and they're selling their homes and they're going back to Europe. We have videos how X amount of Europeans are leaving Canada permanently, and everybody in the comments is celebrating, yeah, get out, we don't want you here no more. I'm like, those are the people that built the country. Those are the people that fought the wars. Those are the people that maintained the infrastructure. And everyone in the comments is celebrations that all these Europeans are going back to Europe. It's like, go look at Mozambique, Portuguese Africa, 1971. It was one of the best places in the world to live. In the top 10 places to live in Portuguese Africa, Mozambique. It was beautiful. Hotels, condos, resorts, airports, soccer stadiums. It was nightlife. It was gorgeous. Portuguese left, place is a complete dumpster today because you don't have the European expansion maintaining the infrastructure. And that's going to happen to Canada once the European expansion leaves. And James Moore, the astonishing collapse of the NDP. The NDP was purposefully destroyed, and we told you guys 6 years ago, and 8 years ago, and 10 years ago. What do we say? The NDP is on self-destruction mode to create a two-party system in Canada. See, with the NDP and you got three. The Green is too small. So you got three parties. You got the Liberal, the Conservatives, and the NDP. So you got three parties. But this party was in self-destruction mode purposefully to create a two-party system in Canada, and that's what we told you guys, and now it's happened. Yeah, someone's saying they're going to ruin everything eventually. Yep. So Europeans should be grateful to allow leaving Canada, not like Chinese who taxed to death in the early 20th century. The problem with this is the Europeans have kids and grandkids that they have no continuance in the country. They're not getting hired. They're not welcome anywhere. So that's why I'm thinking I'm gonna have to be forced to live in the Philippines. I mean, it's a great place. I had a great time, and we are transitioning over there, folks. So don't forget to check out my Philippines videos, our 7K house. I'll bring it up later for you guys. All right, guys, let's head over to England and the UK, where enough is enough. England locals vow to stop paying tax over controversial migrant hotel. And let's go over to the video. And there it is right there. UK protesters clash with police during a march from Bell Hotel to Epping's council offices. And people are really pissed off at this. And I guess while this video plays, let me go over some of the videos we posted about this over the years. Okay, where are you? UK. See if I could find some UK stuff here. Videos that have taken... Okay, here we go. 2015 video. Europe sleepwalks into chaos. Migrant floods are only the beginning. That was November 2015. That was taken down in 2019. What else do we got? Europe cities becoming unrecognizable. Migrant takeover complete. That was October 2016. Right here. The next crusade, Europe versus endless migrant armies. That was March 2017 video we put up. And then in 2018, Europe is burning. Welcome to Crusades 2.0. That was 2018. There's lots, actually. A lot of videos were taken down. Europe betrayed. Crusades 2.0 will be fought in the streets. That was August 2020. And that was taken down September 2020. So that video was up for 1 month. Europe betrayed. Crusades 2.0 will be a fight on the streets. So a lot of... and then England under siege. Migrant flood shatters communities. That was October 2015. How many do you guys want to know? Like, 2019, we made a video. England, unrecognizable mass migration sparks collapse, May 2019. Final warning, England won't survive migrant floods, December 2020. And all my Tommy Robinson, all the videos about grooming and all the stuff were also taken down over the years. A lot of hard work put into this. and a lot of it taken down over the years, and that's what's happening across the UK. And people have just had enough, and they're going to take their countries back, and they'll bring God back. God will be front and center. God will be front and center now going forward. Watch. Okay. I'm not going to go to... Oh, well, thank you, Pamela. Pamela just joined the channel. Thank you for supporting our channel. She's part of the channel. Guys, join the channel, guys. Help us out, guys. Help us out. It's not major. It's not big. It's just a small donation every month. So you don't have to buy me coffee every month. All right, Liz, who's in the comments here? We got lots of people in the comments. 100-man army's here, guys. Our 100 followers are here now. Thank God we all made it. On a Monday, too. It's Monday afternoon here where I am. So, I don't know. I think Mondays is good because I'm not competing with nobody. There's nobody on social media on a Monday night. Everyone's competing. And a lot of these guys are the post-COVID heroes that came with US Aid. They get paid a lot of money to be on social media to tell you what you already know. Right? All right, we're gonna get our boy Dallas Dalton. Dally Dalton here on Mike in the Night. We'll get him on right now. Right on the show right now. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do my music situation here in between.
Mike in the Night live stream. Mike in the Night.
You are tuned in to Mike in the Night, the voice of the Commonwealth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to be part of the channel.
What is it you want from me? And do they steal our dreams so
You there, bud?
Hello, Mike. How's it going, brother?
Good. Let me just raise my volume here so I can hear you. All right. So, guys, we got Dallas Dalton here on the show. Thanks for coming on and giving us an update on what's going on and prospectively from where you're at. Tell us where you're at and what's going on.
Oh, no worries, Mike, man. Always a pleasure to be on, man. Where I'm at, in the Kitchener-Waterloo area in Ontario, Canada.
So that's like a 2-hour drive from Michigan State?
Roughly about that, yeah.
Okay.
I was actually just at my family's place this weekend. I spent 4 days out there on Port Bruce, which is Lake Erie.
Okay.
So.
Right on.
Not far. It's about an hour and a half drive for me to go there.
Okay. So what's happening work-wise? Everything's collapsing around you. When I was growing up as a kid, Kitchener-Waterloo area was a very suburb area of Hamilton. It was really out there. It was an up-and-coming 3-stoplight town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kitchener used to be a really great blue-collar town, but now it's just become this shithole of a so-called tech haven. Pardon my French.
So it's become tech? Kitchener's become a tech center area town?
Yeah. They like last time we talked about, they keep putting up all these high rises everywhere. I can see it becoming a 15-minute city. That's what they're pushing for. I know it. I can feel it in my blood, man.
Okay, go on.
But yeah, like I was mentioning to you when I was talking to you on Instagram there. last week pretty much now. They pretty much gave a bunch of us the can at my work due to the so-called tariffs.
So they're
So,
blaming the whole tariff thing. You're getting laid off because of tariffs. That's
yep,
I'm
that's
willing to
what they
bet.
said in the letter they gave me. Yep.
I'm willing to bet 5 years of my life that does not even affect your business one bit. But they're looking for ways to get rid of people.
Pretty much. Well, I'm going to be straight up. My boss is he's cheap as hell, man. He doesn't want to pay the workers.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he's just trying to get everybody else out who's a little bit higher of a pay so he can bring in
Mm-hmm.
cheaper labor,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm pretty positive of that.
Well, that's
They
how it
say
is.
it's a
You
temporary
you create
layoff.
the framework. You create the framework, and then you start training other people that show up for less wage, and then they just get rid of you. Once the framework is done, it's done. It works like clockwork. If the person you train does it right, right? So that's what they're.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So now I'm unfortunately, well, sitting on EI now until I can find more work, and it's just getting harder and harder to find work in this town. And yeah, I I got thousands of resumes out at this point, but getting very few calls back, and so
It's gonna get. I'm not trying to. I just want you to know that you need to brace for impact, because I think everything is
pretty
gonna come
much, yeah.
around. Everything's gonna come down around us, really hard. And
That's my feeling about it. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to just literally burn all my crap that I have and leave the country. Don't really care where I go at this point, man. But I don't really have much as it is, so it wouldn't be much to just take off and start over again. I've had to start over so many times. It's like it's like my regular everyday life at this point.
mhm.
So
It's getting to that point, and you would think you would be very settled, well settled in a smaller place like where you live, like a smaller town, smaller area outside of the GTA. You should be in a safe zone, economic, work wise. There should be a lot of blue collar, like you said, but it's turned into a skyscraper dark age. Like we've been talking about skyscraper dark ages on this channel for
pretty
over
much.
15 effing years. So we can I don't want to swear on YouTube, right? But it's been 15 effing years. We've been warning people about these skyscraper dark ages. Build these condos up, foreign investors come and buy them, leave them empty, create artificial shortages, and they just have they're wealthy on paper overnight. And
Basically, yeah. That sounds like the Psalm skinny of it, yeah.
are you has anyone else at your job been affected by this? Laid off?
Oh, many. They canned me, they canned a bunch of other guys. It's basically a skeleton crew now. They keep rotating the guys that are left onto other jobs that they don't normally do. They're just filling in the gap for everybody else. We've had a bunch of guys retire. That's another big thing too, is like the trades are suffering like crazy. You know, there's not enough guys to come in and replace the ones that are retiring. And it's just, I just see it just getting worse. Like, and it's not that I don't want to work either. You know, I work hard and I like to work.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm like working my life away to barely make rent or feed myself anymore, you know, it's like, what is a guy supposed to do?
Well, you're still. I'm gonna pry into your personal life. You're still single, right?
Yeah.
Go find a girl from the Philippines and marry her. Like treat you like a king. Like
I was actually having a conversation about that with some of my friends out at the trailer park this weekend.
yeah, my wife treats me like gold ever since I've met her. It's been the best thing. My wife's been the best thing that ever happened to me in my life ever. I don't think I'd be alive today if it wasn't for her. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, everything that I've seen from you and what you post and all that, man, it seems like you got something really good going with your family, man.
Yep, and
It
it's
makes it makes me happy to see that kind of thing because there's really not a lot of that left anymore.
you just have to find the right countries that allow you to become or to do something like that, right? Or allow you to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, like I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to find my that was my answer is just go to the Philippines and go from there and yeah, and just you want to be with someone that doesn't want to come here. You get me?
Yes.
You
Like,
want to be with someone there. I don't know if we're back yet. The computer crashed. I am trying to get this stream back up, guys. I am trying to get the stream. It looks like we're back up. Let me know if you guys could hear me here. Sorry, guys. We are... Yeah, the computer crashed. The computer goes about an hour, then it crashes. I don't know what's wrong with it, and I just don't have the resources to fix it right now. I don't think the computer's 12 years old. It's on 11 or 12 years old, so it is on its way out. So we had Dallas Winston on the show first, and all right, looks like we're back, guys. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for guys. Don't forget to check out my little playlist here I made for you guys. Our 7K home in the Philippines. The first 4 videos or 5 videos are boring. It's when you get to the videos when we actually get to the Philippines and check out our house. This is when it gets good. So this is a 2-minute walk from my house. It's a beach resort. So guys, don't forget to check this out. I promise you'll enjoy these videos very much. They're very neutral. They're very good. And then you go into here. You go into then you go tour of our house. I'll give you a tour of what our house looks like. We're going to put some dividing walls in there. It's all concrete and rebarb. It's all ready to go. We did a lot of upgrades while we were there. And if you keep following the series here, let me go into the series itself. And you go down here. We have water. We got water in the house. I found a dirt path. Took a walk through the jungle behind my 7K home. So, showing you guys this dirt path and where it goes behind my house. And so just pretty cool stuff. Then you keep going down. Major upgrade, we now have electricity. So we got electricity in the house. We did island hopping. So upgrades for the house. And yeah, basically it's called our 7K Filipino home. Check that out, guys, and you will see what I'm talking about. I think we're all going to have to be forced into countries. Yeah, let's get Dallas back on for a few minutes here and finish the conversation here. And
hey, Mike.
yeah, sorry about that. That was my computer. It was not YouTube, because if it's YouTube, it won't let me reconnect to the stream. The stream would be dead. When I came back on, the stream was ready to go for me to continue streaming. So it's my computer that's dying.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks. You're gonna need a new computer soon.
Yeah. Someone's asking me if I'm using the cooling fans. I'm like, yeah, the cooling fans are on. I could hear them. Like a lot of fans are on. I don't think it's shutting down like that. I think it's just 11, 12 years old, right?
Yeah. Well, the software eventually starts to break down, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
It's just the software's just terrible. It's got progressively all these Windows updates has basically destroyed my computer, because my computer used to work nice and smooth, and these updates have destroyed my computer. Is what it's what it's done.
Well, that's what Bill Gates likes to do, right? All these updates are designed to basically break your stuff, so you have to buy new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I
That's
don't think it's
disappointing.
overheating, Dino. It's I see all the fans on. There's like 6 or 7 fans. Someone's asking. Yeah, my big one's on too. I could hear it. Like it's working. I don't think it's overheating. I don't think the computer's overheating. It's having an error. Like it's having these hardware issue errors. So yeah.
It's almost like there's too many things going on at once. It just can't handle it.
It can't handle opening. That's why I have minimal open windows now. I try to close some of the windows while I'm live.
Yeah.
But anyways, so let's finish her up. What else? So what do you see? Future looks bright. What are you gonna do? Go to the Philippines, find somebody. You know what? I'm gonna give you some advice. You know what you're gonna do?
What's up, Mike?
I'm gonna tell you what to do. You're gonna go on your phone. You're gonna download not a scrolling app where you scroll through and you just left and right that garbage. Go on it, Plenty of Fish or something like OkCupid or something. Go on Plenty of Fish, and on Plenty of Fish, you could just go to the Philippines directly on Plenty of Fish and search for people in the Philippines. And you don't have to go through finding one here in Canada and going, oh, no. You can just find someone there that's humble, that doesn't have any baggage.
Well, that's what I'd like, because like
it's free.
The whole feminazi movement in the Western culture is just out of hand, man. Like these women, they have no sense of God for the most part. Like I'd say a good 90% of them. Because I'm more, like I was raised Catholic, but I'm more Christian based, right? So I would like to either find someone that's more Catholic or
you will.
Christian
In the Philippines,
based.
I went to the Mall of Asia. I went to 4 malls there, big malls, nice, beautiful malls. And in the middle of every mall, you know what I found?
What's up?
A Catholic church, a legitimate Catholic church in the middle of the mall. Beautiful, surrounded by glass. You go in and pray. I went in and prayed in 4 or 5 churches in malls.
Well, have you seen this? I think he's from Brampton, but there's this new Indian rapper. Have you heard about this guy? He's been making videos talking about literally beating Canadians to death and whatnot.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't. Yeah, because what's happening is Canada is becoming. Okay, what's happening? I'll make it simple. Canada is becoming recolonized. It was the European expansion came, built all the streets, built all the sewer system, the electrical, everything. The European expansion built everything. And it wasn't the Chinese, it wasn't the Hindus or the Indians or the natives. It was the European expansion. Okay?
Yes. Yeah, and like my family. My family built half of this town, along with a lot of my friends' families and such. Like, I got Portuguese friends, I got British friends, I got German friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like my family participated
in building this country, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's happening with this rapper that's making videos about hurting white Canadian people? These people have come to recolonize. See, they're not building anything here. They're not making anything better. They're just coming to take the jobs. Worse. They're coming to take the jobs, and they're coming to basically recolonize it in their way. Because everything's already been built by us. They're just coming in to recolonize, and that's what they're going to do because our government is allowing them to come in and destroying us. And the reason why the government's allowing all these people to come in from these countries is they're trying to solve our housing crisis that our economy is so desperately built on in Canada. Since 2010, our economy is no longer exports, imports, and all kinds of that. That's not our economy. Our economy is building homes to sell to Chinese money launderers to park and leave empty and create artificial shortages and bidding wars. That's what our economy has been built off the last 10 years.
You hit the nail on the head there, man. Like, everybody that follows you pretty much knows that by now.
I hope so.
And I've been noticing a lot of other people, like, I was having a bunch of conversations this weekend about that. And a lot of other people who would be, called, I guess, a normie. Mm-hmm. They're all starting to, like, I talked to even the older generation now. Like, I was having a conversation with someone in their 70s, and even they were pretty much saying everything that you've said now. So they're starting to see it now too, right? So it's like the boomer generation starting to wake up.
They're starting to catch up. But here's the end story. This is how it ends. For the people that are coming to recolonize the country that's already been built, it's going to fall apart, just like Mozambique and Angola did. Once the Portuguese left in the 1970s, those countries went from stadiums, condos, malls, roller rinks, beautiful beaches to complete wasteland, right? So once the European expansion leaves Canada, which it is, and they're mass emigrating, they're leaving in huge numbers, the country just goes to hell because there's nobody to maintain the infrastructure. And these people coming won't, can't, and don't even know how to maintain.
No, they don't. And that's another thing. A lot of these people that are coming here, like crime in the past month or two has started to skyrocket. Like there's been a bunch of LCBOs that have been robbed, and like nobody's even stopping these guys. They come in, they fill up their bags, and they literally just walk out. Like we had a big robbery, it was like 2 weeks ago, at one of our LCBOs in town. And then in Guelph last week, there was another jewelry store that got hit. And then York Mall in Toronto, they got hit like a month ago, another jewelry store. Like they keep robbing either jewelry stores or liquor stores. Seems to be the going trend right now.
And these are not Canadian people that's doing this.
No, they're not. It's always you know who.
Yeah, Indians, Pakistani, Moroccans, whatever, just whatever, whoever came, Somalians, whatever.
Yeah, but the media is not wanting to talk about this. But surprisingly, CTV here in Kitchener actually broadcasted that this week. The whole video of them robbing the liquor store and the jewelry store.
Do you know why they're doing this? They're bought and paid for media, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why they are posting these videos. Do you know why?
Pushing some kind of agenda, like they usually are.
They don't have a choice because it's all over social media. I know the videos you're talking about exactly.
Yes. So it's basically damage control now.
Damage control. Thank you.
So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's just getting worse here, man, and it's ridiculous. Like these people have no respect. And then another thing, they keep having these rallies and stuff, and they want to keep calling us the racist ones.
Yeah, again, we can't be because we built the roads they're on, and we built the buildings that they go work at that you can't go get a job because they got that job. You're not the racist.
Right? But the funny thing is they want to call us the racists, but from my experience and what I've been seeing is that they stick to their own kind. They don't want to mix with us. They don't want to integrate into Canada. They want to turn everything like into their culture. And the funny thing is that I've seen multiple videos now of other Indian people who are like second and even third generation now here in Canada. And even they're talking about how much these other Indian people, their own culture, are starting to piss them off because they came here for a better life. Right?
Yeah,
and
older generation Canadians that are here from India and Pakistan and other countries that have been here 2, 3, 4 generations that have built themselves, and worked and made it the Canadian way. They did it the Canadian way.
Yeah, they came in legally. They built families. They built businesses. So I hear you.
So, but yeah,
but it's starting to get ridiculous. Like, because if you're even pissing off your own kind, like that says a lot about the culture back there and why they left it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like, it's just, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Everything is so crazy. Everything's getting so out of hand, man.
All the governments had to do was actually prop a proper economy, stop building homes for Chinese money laundering, and if they actually tied wages and incomes to real estate prices, if they did originally, we would have had a crash in 2010 during the Vancouver Olympics because we were already 7-8 times the annual income. We would have got the housing fixed then. But no, they opened everything up. Bring your money here. Park your money here. $2.4 to $2.6 trillion later, we're screwed. We are
Exactly.
completely screwed. So bad.
Exactly.
Oh, let's bring in the Hindus and the Punjab. They're gonna buy the houses. Now we're really screwed. Woo!
Basically, yeah. Ric Flair it up. Watch it.
Woo! So
Oh my god. It's like, and another thing with with the whole housing issue and the money laundering and whatnot. So they keep building all these high rises.
a Canadian
And
proper can't afford to buy them.
no, that's what I wanted to get at, is that the prices of some of these rentals is so damn high. I can't even fathom how they're going to find that many people who make that kind of salary to even rent these properties.
Well, I got some good news. If you're from a specific country, let's say wherever you're coming from as a migrant, the government is even doing rent subsidies and paying half and 3/4 of your rent.
Yeah. Yes, they are. And like even my business, not my business, but the business I was working for, the owner of that company is getting paid government subsidies to hire these people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been telling people about this. Oh, you're making this up. No one gets subsidies to hire. Yeah, they do. Oh, they get lots of wage subsidies to hire people that have arrived in Canada 3 weeks ago. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, they do. I've been seeing it everywhere. And it's like, how do these people that are fresh off the boat come here and afford almost $100,000 vehicle, and I can barely make payments to fix my piece of crap $3,600 vehicle, or sorry, $36,000 vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Blows my mind. I can barely find the money to fix my car, let alone pay for my rent and all my food.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even eat a lot because I'm a single guy.
Yeah. Again, get on a dating site. Get on a dating site. Like I remember Plenty of Fish. Go to Plenty of Fish. Create your account in Canada, like you live in Canada. You're working. Put up your photos. Put up a description, and then go to the Philippines right away. Once you set up, you can go to different countries and you could check different people in different parts of the world. Go right to the Philippines and start messaging people over there and saying, "Hey, how you doing?" and this and that. Yeah, yeah. You know, love at first sight is a real thing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And here's the thing though, Mike, like as much as I want to do that, my soul is literally screaming at me to do something like this.
Mhm.
Like with everything that happened during the pandemic, me and my family got pretty separated during all that, right?
Careful with the speech because I don't want to get the channel taken down.
Sorry, the amdemic, I guess
Yeah,
we could
yeah,
say.
yeah. Just be careful what you say because they'll take this channel down.
But everything that happened during the whole 2020 debacle and so on, like I've just recently started getting back with all of my family.
Good.
You know, and like a lot of things have changed. Like a lot of them are starting to see it, even the ones that I was basically told not to come around because I wasn't. And I never got the.
I know
jab.
what you mean. I know what you mean. Be careful. Yeah.
Even they're starting to see it now.
Good.
And it was so great. Like the love I felt this weekend. Like we all had a blast, man. And I can feel things starting to turn on that aspect with people's families, like the Canadian proper.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'll be able to leave now because of that.
Well, you never know. You never know. You never know.
But I just don't know what to do anymore, Mike.
Well,
Like
talk to the family, see what their situation is, see if there's any potential work prospects or potential work, like if they have any prospects for jobs or anything, because their family.
Well, that's just
yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I have been networking through them, my friends and my family out there. So I got a couple of lines on some work. So I'm probably going to be back to work in the next little while here, more than likely. I just got to go through the motions and put in the applications and have the good word put in through these people now.
Yeah.
So and I'll be
Try your
able to
best
get
to
into a place. I'm going to be able to get into a place that is unionized. So that's another big win, because most of the companies I've worked for are not unionized, and there is no protection, right? So that's another thing. I know a lot of people hate unions,
No, unions
and
are
I
good.
get
Teamsters are fine. You just need to proper organization and make sure they don't steal from you. That's all.
basically, yeah, the whole dues and all that, right? They're not overcharging in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just hoping everything works. I just keep praying to God, following Jesus, because he's my man,
That's right.
right? So,
Jesus is my man. How I've been saying that for so many years on this channel. He
right?
kicked the moneylenders out of the temple, and 3 weeks later, he's on a cross. And then Joe
Yes,
Rogan said this.
absolutely.
Joe Rogan said the exact same thing we did. The same monologue.
I know, right? That's another thing. That guy really irks me, man. He really irks me because he's so unoriginal.
Mm-hmm.
All this guy does is steal other people's talking points, man. He's a shill in the highest.
He's a poser.
Like, can't stand the guy, man. Like, I agree with some of the things he says, but like you've said before, the guy's 10 years too late, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just controlled oppositions. You know, he can say it now because he's allowed to.
Yep. It took my entire monologue about Jesus kicking out the moneylenders, and 3 weeks later he's on a cross. Jesus is my guy. I stick with Jesus. And like a week later, I'm in the Philippines. Someone sends me that and says, "Look, he actually took your entire monologue, your entire speech you said about Jesus and how he's your guy and stuff." I'm like, "Wow, that's
Right?
incredible." That guy gets $1.8 million a show. I make $400 a year. That's incredible.
And I'm almost willing to bet this man's never even picked up a Bible.
Yeah,
That's
sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
right. Just stealing all of his talking points from everybody else.
Yep. Well, it's good that you
Just
see
so
it.
he can get on the gravy train, right?
Yeah.
This is where things are heading.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy you could see that. I'm really happy you could see that.
Oh, Mike, this is why I love your channel, man. You're an awesome guy because you've been seeing and saying everything that I've been saying even long before I even found you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And people hated me for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh my God, there are people out here who see it. That's why I basically agreed with everything you've been saying for a long time, because we're on the same page and we never even knew each other.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We're plugged into the same server, man.
But like, the truth is there for people with eyes to see and ears to hear, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a good.
Most people,
yeah,
don't want to see it. You know, it's just like the whole Matrix theory. You know, if you're jacked into the system, and you want to believe the dream so badly that you would literally kill to hold on to that dream.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So anybody who says anything out of the norm that they don't agree with, right? Immediately you're the enemy, and it's like the bots turn on.
But what
and
bothers me the most is
Agent Smiths come out.
when we turn things around, and then we show people, hey, we were right. Now everyone else is saying it. They're like, we still hate you still. We still hate you, even though you were right 10 years ago and you could have solved the world's problems. But it doesn't matter. We still hate you still. It's like,
Right?
Okay, so I'm right and I'm still hated. It's like,
And even Jesus said, in those times, you will be hated just like they hated I.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They will hate you just as they hated me.
Yep.
Which is why they put him on the cross.
Yep.
And this is why they shadow ban you, and they shut down people like myself on social media. Like I was shadow banned, and my Facebook was slammed for many years. I was constantly getting posts removed, comments removed, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Called a racist, called a this, called a that, called a
I'm called all
extremist,
kinds of stuff.
right?
Wait
I've
till
been
this
called
this
everything in
whole
the book.
Aboriginal every child matter things blows up in everybody's face. They're trying to hide that too. Now it's blowing up in everyone's face. It's like, yeah, it's not what they're saying. It's we're seeing other things. Yeah, it's not what they're saying, and now it's gonna get real ugly here in Canada real soon.
I agree. Like recently, I heard a great quote that I loved. It was a Buddha quote.
Mm-hmm.
There's three things you cannot hide: the sun, the moon, and the truth.
That's right. That's a good one.
I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic quote.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, in whatever you do in the dark always comes out in the light.
That's right. No matter what. No matter what. Doesn't matter. Luckily, I have a nice, clean, very nice, clean slate. Nice and clean. I've been very transparent and upfront with everybody. And I'm grateful. And I'm grateful to, whoa, who's this? Pamela for sending me a coffee. Lonnie for sending me a coffee. And Shane, thanks for sending me a coffee. Guys, link is there in the description if you guys want to buy me a coffee. Thanks for buying me a coffee, guys. Also, join the channel, guys. And this way you don't have to worry about buying a coffee every month. And it's just right there. All right, any final words, buddy?
Not really, man. That was a good conversation tonight, man. We touched on a lot of good topics. So, and I'm gonna try and figure out this whole because I suck with a lot of online stuff. So I'm gonna try and figure out here.
Watch YouTube videos. Just watch a YouTube video how to set up a dating profile. Watch YouTube videos on everything before you even do it.
But no, like I mean, I'm gonna try and figure out how to join the channel so I can help support as well. You know
you can.
I mean?
It's
we all gotta help each other.
The subscription button, where the subscription button is on the channel, on my channel, you'll see a subscription, and I'm gonna be putting up members only like short videos and clips, because I put up too much content. So if I just do like 70% like things, and then 20% that I feel that is more back end content, like behind the scenes content of the channel. Like giving people tours of where I film Mike in the Night, and giving people a tour of my proper store, giving people a tour of certain things that is more of a members thing of people that follow the channel on a more personal level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they get
absolutely.
more personal with me type of thing, and they get more personal videos, if that makes sense. But yeah.
Even if I could find another way to just send you money directly, to help support.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll come when you be fine. Don't worry, dude. I'm gonna start putting some of this money away that you guys are sending me, and start putting it towards a new computer.
I don't want to support censorship on YouTube. How they take money, but they want to slam everybody down for just basically having an open conversation. You know what I mean?
No, it's not even that. It's also Rumble's the same thing. Rumble, I have to bring people over to Rumble, or I get 0 people watching. If I don't bring people over, I don't get an audience. They don't promote me either. So there's nowhere really to go that's like an open. You know what I mean? So there's really nowhere to go. Even if you go on the freedom of speech platforms, no one's going to see you unless you bring the party over. People will see you. They won't promote you. They only promote the people they feel like promoting that just showed up last week, and they get all this up to the top, all this editor's picks on Rumble and all that bullshit. So we're not Rumble heroes either. So there's really nowhere that we could go because, again, we don't take sides.
No, that's the whole thing, right? So everybody's out here taking sides, playing everybody against each other, and those are the guys.
All these content creators are taking down their pro-Ukraine Russia bad videos. Hundreds of videos, thousands of videos are being taken down of Russia bad, Ukraine good. And the whole Israel versus Palestine thing. Now they're taking down videos because they took a side, right?
Exactly.
So you don't get consistency from these people, So it's just
they're all over the place, man.
Yeah. But anyways. All right, dude, you go do your thing. Yeah, keep me posted on what's going on, and we'll stay in touch.
Get those other callers on here,
Yeah, we're gonna get. I'm gonna get Dino Bravo on.
Oh, sweet, Dino's awesome, man.
Yeah, he's Canada's strongest man. He's in the comments right now.
Yeah, I've been watching the comments as we've been going here too. I got the video playing, but she's on mute, right?
Yeah, no worries, no worries. We'll talk soon, brother. Have a good night. God bless.
Absolutely. God bless, Mike. Have a good one.
Bye bye. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Let's I get Supreme Canon says stream locked up. Miguel, something on your end? Yeah, it was me. It was my computer that went down on my end. It's just getting. I think it's 10 or 11. I think that the CPU is 10 years old. The motherboard's 11 years old. I think it is. The RAM is DDR3. I think it is DDR3 RAM. I'm not sure. But yeah, all the fans are on. I can hear them. But yeah, good call, Dallas. All right, who else is here? All right, guys, you are tuned into Mike of the Night, the voice of the Commonwealth, guys. Don't forget to check out Ralphie at kiwiradio.nz, kiwiradio.nz. Don't forget to check out Ralphie. And you scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you find us in the back end of the show. There it is. Mike Martins. 616 is up on audio if you want to listen to Mike of the Night on audio MP3 format. And if you have any tax problems and you're living in Canada, go to mikemartinstax.com, mikemartinstax.com, and fill out this questionnaire here, and somebody will get back to you if they could help you. And mikeofthenight.org takes you to our playlist of Mike of the Night. If you guys want to watch episodes, I'll put up this episode now in a couple of days on here. If you guys want to watch it here, you're more than welcome to. And if you want to buy me a coffee, go ahead and buy me a coffee, guys. There's a link in the description. Buy Mike a coffee. If you want to do that, do that. Join the channel. Do whatever you want to do, guys. Support anyway. Share this damn thing. Share the video. And there it is, what the members look like. And I do have members videos up here for you guys, if you guys... And let's go to our members. I want to thank our members here. And we're slowly... there we go. We got, Pamela, Dino, Mitch, and what's her name? Debbie. Thank you, Debbie, for... Debbie's been on the channel for so many years supporting us. Thank you, Debbie, for your support. And Dino Bravo, Mitch, and Pamela. Thank you so much for supporting us. All right, let's keep going here. Let's get our next caller on. I wanted to get... where is he? Let's get... sorry, guys. I just got a few things open here.
Hey, Mike.
Dino Bravo here on Mike in the Night. Thanks for calling in, buddy. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking my call. Sorry, I really appreciate it. And,
great show so far. Great show.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the show going. So if it crashes, I'll try to get it back like I did. And I did read your comments in the chat. Check the fans. The fans are. I can feel them on my feet. They're all on. They're all.
How much RAM do you got?
A lot. I
Okay.
topped it right to the top. It's just
Okay.
again, the computer's 11 years old, right? So
Yeah. Well,
it's time
yeah.
to go. It's time to go.
How about because you see when you're running newer software, and the processor are not meant to handle that newer software, so it's going to crash, right?
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. You need to get a faster processor that'll, can handle the newer software, because your software is upgrading all the time.
Mhm.
So
Bill
the
Gates.
the software or the your computer cannot take that software. It's planned obsolescence. That's what it is basically. So when you get all these upgrades and everything, they make your computer have to run faster and
Hmm.
hotter, and then you shut down, right? You blow up. That's how it goes. I mean, I was just reading an article on fridges and stoves and stuff, and they had the top 10 brands of the worst fridges and stoves. Well, they're all whatever you buy you can see in the store. So
Hmm.
what do you buy? The $17,000 fridge, or stove, for some obscure name from Holland or something, like or Germany. Like
That you
who
can't
can
buy
afford
parts for if
those?
you tried.
No, you can't. And you got to pay an arm and a leg for it too.
Hmm.
So like, what's the point? Just buy, the service guy I know. He just says just buy the cheapest fridge or stove, and then let it. Plan to have to replace it in 5 years, 5 to 7 years.
Hmm.
That's it.
I
So,
miss them old stoves and fridges that would last 30, 40 years. Remember those?
oh, I got a fridge upstairs that's 47 years old. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's still
47.
going. It's still going, boy.
Oh, it's humming. Yeah. My dryer probably, I don't know, mid 90s. And
Yeah.
and I said to the repair guy when he was fixing, I go, I want to upgrade this, get a different one. And I go, what do you recommend? And he goes, this one. I go, what do you mean? Don't change it. Keep this one.
Hmm.
He says, this is better than what you're going to buy today. He says,
Yep. Oh,
the
100%. That stuff was
ones
made in
today.
North America, man. Some parts
Oh,
were made in Mexico, and most of it was made locally and assembled locally. And
yeah.
yeah, everything's local, domestic, right?
Well, I mean, these stupid fridges, they got like Wi-Fi, ice makers, they got, internet, whatever the hell. Like, what's the point? Like, it's a damn fridge, you know? Put your groceries in there and milk and close it, you know? It's retarded what these people are doing today with this stuff.
It is totally, totally retarded. I got $20. Thanks for the super chat, RC Lemereau. Sounds like a French name. RC Lemereau. It will and all will come out that since Bill Clinton has dementia, Hillary Clinton is running the G7, EU Economic Council, and the Ukraine Bible 10 horns and 7 crowns under the mother of the heralds. So someone's getting very biblical here. Thanks for the $20 super chat. Wow, that's a lot of money,
Well,
man. Thanks for
very
the super
generous.
chat there, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going towards
Yes.
the new computer system.
Yeah, like that's what you just get a new computer. Like, I mean, they're pretty reasonable now. Actually, you can get a pretty decent computer for not too much, and
Well,
it's
what I
it,
need,
it'd be
what the problem is, what I need for rendering and video editing and all that stuff, it's about
yeah,
$2,700. Like $3,000 gets me a really okay computer that's gonna
yeah,
keep me going
okay,
for a good 8 years, right?
right. Well, like I said, I think it's a good idea what you got there going with just doing the whatever what is the subscription? $15?
Yeah, it's $15 a month. It's not. It's I mean
Yeah,
$15. What does that work
yeah,
out to for a day? What 30 cents, 40 cents a day, 20 cents a day, or
uh,
40,
yeah.
50?
I
It's not
mean,
a dollar.
15.
It's like
No, 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 no. It's like 50 cents a day.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, roughly. So I mean, yeah, just that's what I've given you some coffees, and I figure this way I don't have to even worry about it. It's going to come out automatically every month, and it's awesome.
Nice.
Like, and like if we could get that internet bill paid at least, then go a little bit towards the computer. It'll be everybody
Yeah.
will benefit from it. So, and I mean, you put enough hours in just putting the show together. I think it's just a little perk for you to, not have to worry about the internet. At least it's a nice little gesture,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Totally.
think. But
Totally.
yeah.
So okay,
But
go tell me.
well, I want to talk to you about that one video you did recently that you posted. It's a little bit a while ago now, but where you're talking about the invasion of, and this bodes for the United States too, but in Canada where we have all these migrants coming in, right? And I always thought, that they were letting these people in, the libtards, because they wanted the vote, right? I said, those bastards, they're just going to get all these sheiks to, vote for liberals. And I said, wait a minute, come on, that's dirty pool because but then I thought, well, wait a minute, I'm a hypocrite because I said the elections are always fixed. I mean, we've talked about this before. I've always said the elections are all fixed. They're all
Yeah,
rigged all over the world, right?
right.
So then I'm a hypocrite in that thinking because how could they say that they're going to give them the votes, but a majority of the people vote for conservatives? They should win. I mean, because it's fixed, right? Doesn't matter what they do. So then on your video, you said that it's to bring in the digital ID,
Yes.
and I said, "Wow, that's your best. That's the best one you've ever done, I think, in my eyes, because now I see you're right. What they're doing is they're going to say, listen, guys." We have all these people all over the country, and that's the United States too. They're going through it even way worse in a bigger scale. And now they can say, okay, you guys want control? Then what we're going to do is we're going to implement digital ID, and then this way, everybody has a card. Everybody's going to be checked, and everybody has, we're all one, and then we can get rid of all this riffraff, right?
Right.
And it makes total sense. Like you hit the nail on the head on that one.
Yeah, if
I
the
commend you for that.
elections
I
could be
commend you for
fixed.
that.
Yeah, elections could be fixed instantly. They don't need to bring in people to make votes. That's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
about ushering in a digital ID and making people beg for it. Dino, they're
yeah,
gonna people be like, yes, I want to be registered. I want my fingerprint. I want my, I want people to know I'm allowed to be here and I want to be here. I want these people out of
yeah.
here that don't belong here. So let's get this thing rolling. I want this digital now. So people will be begging for it, and
That's
that's
what they're
how they're
doing.
doing it.
That's what they're doing in the states. They want the National Guard. Yeah, we want this. We want this National Guard
Real
all over
ID.
every state. We want this. We want the ID. We want to
The
be
real
controlled.
ID, real ID. I got someone contact me the other day from Ohio, and they were telling me that
Yeah,
I was talking about in that video how there's interwoven plastics, and I even put down the oh, what do you call it? I put down the copyright and the technology that was being implemented into the real IDs, because the real IDs, they say you can't, they won't track you on the real IDs. There's no technology in it. You could scan it, but there is interwoven in the plastic the size of a grain of sand that's actually
yeah,
tracking you. And I actually in that video explained it and gave the patent and who made it and
yeah.
how it's being interwoven in the plastic, and you won't even know that you're being tracked with the real ID. So they're doing it like this. So they're ushering it in. They're bringing it in, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if people don't believe that, I mean, they had those Lockheed aircraft that they could fly. I forget how many miles up in the sky, and they would fly. They could fly around over Russia undetected, and they could actually see on the square, Moscow square. They could actually see a guy reading a newspaper. They could read the newspaper from
Mm,
up there.
of course they
That's the
can.
technology they had. So you telling me they can't do that? Of course they can. They can. They can do that. The technology is beyond what we can even comprehend these days, and
Hmm.
it's a lot of it's hidden too. We don't even know it. You
Yeah,
know.
it's again, it's interwoven in a lot of the plastics that we use, and we don't
Hmm.
even know
Hmm.
it. Like remember they used to add yellow. You're printing off a black and white picture, but there's yellow toner you need.
Yes.
For people for years, we're saying that yellow toner is a tracking system that's in there that tracks everything you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't use
Well,
yellow for black and white.
I I just read somewhere, and I've heard it a few places. Read it a few places that when you get those receipts from the grocery store and everything, whenever you buy something,
Yeah.
on there's actually friggin' toxins on the paper that gets into your skin. Like
Oh, there's
it's just
well, yeah,
it's
100%.
incredible. The
Yeah.
Crocs shoes. I hate those things, but the Croc shoes you wear them barefoot in the sun in the heat, and you sweat in them. The plastics seep into your skin because
Oh,
your foot
toxics. It's toxins. Yeah, they get in there. Yeah,
toxins. Yeah,
yeah.
toxins. Terrible. Like and then yeah, have you seen that lately? It's been flying around the nachos. I'm not eating those ever again. I
What
see the
happened? What
nacho.
what
They put
happened?
someone put a microscope on a nacho, and you see all these little like looking like maggots on the top of it.
No, not the nachos. Leave the nachos
Nachos,
alone.
don't. Sorry, gringo. You better stop eating those
Oh
because those
God.
those don't eat those. Oh my God, you should look it up. it's disgusting. I seen the 2 or 3 videos of it. Yeah, I
Oh
I was like,
God. Oh God.
I'm sure there's other foods, but that's the one I saw. So, yeah, I was like, that was very disappointing because I do like those, but not anymore. It's off the menu.
Well, I'm very happy that that video impacted you.
It did. It did. Like I said, it was one of your best in my eyes because it really hit home. Like it hit me like right between the eyes. I said, "Wow,
Mhm.
he hit that one hard."
What
And
about?
some of the stuff, and some of the 2025, all these videos you've been talking about, it all points to 2025. Like you've been hitting it out of the park. I mean, you know better than I on the videos, but 2025, this is going to happen from 2018 video, 2019 video,
Yeah.
2020. It's like what? I go, what are you, psychic?
No, it's not
Holy
psychic.
crap!
It's. I'm just kind of drawing out the game plan, kind of looking
Mhm,
out at what resources it could be used. Like that whole
mhm.
Venezuela. I don't know if you watched the beginning of the show. Venezuela, U.S. There's going to be
Yep.
conflict with that. I know there is because it makes sense to make conflict there. I'm not trying to be a bad guy. But if I was an
No.
evil, whatever, I would start that conflict in Venezuela with the U.S. through Guyana and through the Caribbean. I would do that. That's what I would do if I was an evil person. So that's what they
Mhm.
would do. And now it's already happening. Now it's already like I said, right?
No, it
So
is. Yeah. No, it is. It is. Actually, Canada has turned into Venezuela. Yeah, it's very a lot of similarities.
no, but
I've
it's
seen.
but in Venezuela,
Mhm.
the elections there were all legit. Maduro won the election against Falcon. He won legitimately. There
Yes, he
was
did.
no
Yes.
anti-Maduro protests. After, I'm not being pro-Venezuelan. I'm not taking sides. Believe me, guys, I'm not taking sides. But those anti-Maduro protests you saw all over the world after Maduro got in, he actually won by like a huge landslide. He beat Falcon. And then Venezuela came out and said, no, a guy named Guaido won the election. The CIA put somebody in that won the election. And it's like, wait, he wasn't on the pollsters. He never ran. He's not even a politician. I know he's a Mason. It's 32 degree or 30 degree,
33,
whatever.
30, 33. Yeah.
33-degree Mason, this Guaido guy, and he won the election in Venezuela. And people are like, he never ran. How is that even possible? So they played that for 6 months, and then they kind of fizzled it out because they realized he wasn't the president and he never ran. And it looked like a
Yeah.
big gong show. So, yeah, Venezuela isn't as bad as our media portrays it to be.
Yeah.
The people there have a lot of freedoms, right? There's people open up shop, do what you got to do to get it. You don't need all these permits and all this garbage that we have here
Hmm.
for our safety. Yeah, Venezuela is really not as bad. I'm not, again, Dino, you know I don't take sides.
No, you
They're
don't.
just
No.
playing it out to be like, oh, they're eating animals and all this stuff. No, it's, yeah. Anyways, so I'm just,
Whatever happened? Whatever happened? Sorry to interrupt you. I want to know. I forgot. I want to remember to ask you. Whatever happened to that guy? I know he lost the election in Portugal, but that guy, like, I mean, that was all rigged too, because that guy should have won in a landslide
100%.
as
Everybody
well.
voted for that guy. And I follow
Yeah,
him on
that's what.
Facebook. I follow him on Instagram and Facebook. And
Yeah.
he is still the majority of his government, and they are like 24%. That's
Okay.
the Chega party, Chega party. And that guy is 100%. Let's deport all these people. What are they doing here? And now they're even saying if they got 3 years, if you don't speak Portuguese, you're gone. You're done. You got 3 years. You got 3 years to learn Portuguese. Oh,
Okay.
Portuguese. Yeah, it's the third or fourth biggest language in the world, whatever Wikipedia feels like telling you. It's the official language in South America. I have the article open right here. I have an article
Hmm.
open. I don't know if it got taken down. Hold on. From tonight's show. But no, it's gone. But I had an article open where they're saying that like Portuguese is a dominant language in South America. It's the second biggest language in Venezuela, Colombia, and in Argentina. It's the second biggest language. Everywhere speaks Portuguese, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
so it's like, yeah, why not learn? And then 108 million people in Africa speak Portuguese, organized Portuguese, proper Portuguese in Africa.
Wow.
108
That's
million. That's what the
I didn't
census
know that
you
one.
counted 2014 came back. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're basically making whatever they want to make, and they're lying to us about everything. It's what it is in the end.
Oh,
Everything's a
they're lying
lie.
about everything. Everything's a lie. The world's a lie. Another question I had for you was, remember those stats you put out about 3 months ago about the amount of people leaving Canada? I think it was
Yes.
in June you did something.
Yeah, that
Where
was
did
on
you
an
get those?
article.
Where did you get those stats from?
It was on a news article. I took it right off the article.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Yeah,
off a
I thought
news
there was a.
article where everyone was celebrating, and then I made a video a few days later that everybody was celebrating in the comments that all these Europeans are leaving. Thank God all these Europeans are gone. We don't need Europeans in Canada. I'm like, you guys are
Mhm.
retarded. You take out the people that built the country, ran the country, and facilitated the country, and maintained the country, and you're going to turn into Mozambique. I'm going to do a before and after picture here for the show. Mozambique during Portugal reign, and
Yeah.
Mozambique after independence with dead bodies all over the floor, so you guys can see it. The huge difference. So yeah, once the European expansion leaves, it's game over.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you look so happy, and you said you lost. How much weight did you lose total when you were down in the
Oh God,
Philippines?
I lost like 19 pounds in like 20 days.
Jesus.
And I was eating like an animal. I was eating fast food, junk food,
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
food, street food. I was eating everything. And man, let me tell you, I was dropping weight like a champ because there
There you
wasn't all
go.
those chemicals in the food that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the
Yeah.
KFC there's to die for, dude. The KFC, I would feast on KFC once a week if I lived there. I wrote 5-star reviews to all the KFCs I went on Google Maps, and I put up photos on Google Maps of the restaurants.
Uh-huh.
And I got an email from the head office of KFC for the Philippines, and they want to send me like a $200 US gift card for KFC in the
Oh,
Philippines, right?
I thought they're going to hire you as the spokesperson for KFC in the Philippines.
No, I don't think they will. I don't. No, that's. I don't think. No, yeah, but yeah. So they emailed me to tell me and thank me personally for, and they gave me a barcode to scan when I'm in the Philippines at any KFC, and
Awesome.
yeah, it's like a gift card type of thing. So I was pretty happy with that, and $200 US buys you KFC for a whole 6 months if you want. So
Yeah. But I noticed that when I was in Portugal and
mhm.
I'd been other parts in Europe, when you eat there, you can eat everything and you don't gain any weight. Like the food is just there's no chemicals like in North America.
Yeah, oh, the food there is to die for. I'm going to be in Portugal in October, guys. So we're not going to have Mike in the Nights in second week of October, guys, and third week of October, because I'm going to be in Portugal. You're coming with me to Portugal. We're all going to Portugal.
That's an awesome place. We should go to Portugal. That's a nice place. Like go down the Algarve.
Oh, but
That's where
it's like Florida.
that
It's like Miami.
they call it the Waikiki of Europe.
Yeah, the Waikiki,
That's what they
Europe.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've been to Waikiki and I've been there, and I would say it's better than Waikiki. But
But again, it's
uh,
Europe, though. Europe is always going to be a notch class, cleanliness, people. It's always going to be a step above the rest. It's always Europe is always like that. The level of class is always different. Different. Europe's always different.
I just found the people and everything were just awesome. Even I went down there when it was they still had that they just let us fly again, so I could fly, and I went there and people were barely saw any masks, nothing. Like
Yeah,
it was just compared to Canada, it was totally different. Like
yeah.
way more freedom. Even in Brazil, that was another place that I went to
Hmm.
just as the that crap was going on,
Hmm.
no one wore masks.
Yeah, no, no.
Everybody left.
It was again. It was just a psyop, a huge psyop. That's what it was. We know that. We all know that. And
Well, look at the stats you gave. Canada was number one. Like it was
who
all
trusted the
Commonwealth
science, right? Who
companies.
trusted
Oh,
the
it
science,
was
right?
trust the site. Well, you said that. Did you see that exchange I had with that clown you had on the posting there? It was Marky or Mark or whatever. He posts up some what you call it what was the word? Can't even think of the word. But he tried to test you. He called you a fool and everything. And I go like, you're the idiot if you believe this this
Oh, you're
crap
talking about the
existed.
guy that left that mathematical
Yeah,
equation about
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and
Which is basically vinegar, coffee, and something else. I forget what the other one was. But
oh,
like
I'm
he's
gonna
just
make a video to decipher that. I got a good one for that. Don't worry. I got something
okay.
for that. Yeah.
Good, good. Yeah. Well, he blocked me, so I can't put him down
Of course
anymore.
he's gonna block you. That's how it works. That's how these people
Well,
work.
I told him if you want to go one on one on a debate, we'll talk about how they isolated the virus. Let's
Careful,
talk
careful,
about that
careful.
one
We're
for.
on YouTube. Careful, we're on
Yeah,
YouTube.
sorry. Yeah, I forgot. We're
Yeah.
not on the. Yeah, okay. But you didn't isolate it, so you can't sit there and argue. You already lose the argument right there. So when you can prove it to me, then we'll go from there. Step two. But step one, we're still going to stay step one, right?
Yeah.
So if he thinks he's a scientist, he's a whatever the hell he was, he's probably just a schmo.
A
But
lot of these people
he
won't be
thinks
around in 5 years. Don't worry about it.
well, that's what I told him. I said, "Thank God, I hope you didn't procreate." You know,
Yeah.
like
It won't be around.
yeah,
Don't worry. A lot of people won't be around in 5 years. I'm not saying it in a bad way or whatever, but we warned people up the wazoo until we were blue in the face, and we were trying. We got on doctors. We were on Odyssey. We got banned from Rumble, so we had to go to Odyssey. I don't know if you remember that. So
mm-hmm,
it was an
mm-hmm.
absolute nightmare trying to just keep the show going, but we managed to go for what 617 episodes now. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Yeah. Well, it just blows my mind how people are still brainwashed to this day. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to go on that side. We'll have to change the topic, or else we'll get
No,
you in
it's fine.
trouble.
No, we got
But
it. We're already
mm,
past that. We're past. We were a whole past this whole thing in 2023 already. It was already old news, right? So
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just curious here too on this climate change and climate lockdowns. And I don't know how they're going to argue that because Canada's going to go into a deep freeze, like really cold temperatures here in the next week. Here, it's going to start, and
mhm.
we're going to be well below normal temperatures. So how'd they explain that one?
Again,
Global
they try to
warming.
call it global cooling. Remember?
Is it global cooling?
Yeah, that was in 2022. They were calling it global cooling.
Well, we're gonna have supposedly we're gonna have a really cold winter, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just laugh every time when the weather's really cold in the summer. I go, global warming. Yeah,
Yeah, you got to call Al
Sh- sh-
Gore. You got to get Al Gore on the phone right
I
now.
did, I did. I'm trying to measure the water. I'm trying to get the water levels.
You got to call Al Gore and say, "Hey, dude, what's going on? How is it going on? What is
I
happening?"
got. I'm gonna bring down a yellow submarine, and we're all gonna sing the Beatles. You know,
Hmm.
we all live in a yellow submarine, and we're gonna go and measure the water levels, and we're gonna see if it's really gone. You know how it's gone, up or down. Which
Well,
way is it
nothing's
gone?
gone. You know that. Nothing's. If anything, it's receded.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah, so I don't know. That's craziness, but yeah, I really like. You really looked happy down in the Philippines too. That's the only
Ugh.
thing I wanted to say. You looked really happy, and the people seemed very nice, and
The
you
people
know.
are all friendly there. It's not because they're just because you're a foreigner. No, I'm watching them interact with each
Mm,
other. I'm watching them working. I'm watching them doing their thing. I'm watching them and just watching the people. The people are happy. Remember that video I put up? Let me put it up right now. The video I put up, children coming home from the Philippines.
yes, yes.
That was a great video.
That was a good video. And the thing is that you said there was nobody that was like, you didn't see anybody having a confrontation or anything, arguments at all when you were there. Like here, you see it every day. You know, every day
Oh,
you
every
see a
day.
confrontation. Every day, you know, yeah, you shortchanged me, you this, that, or you cut me off, or just people yelling at each other. It's unbelievable. Like I find that since that nonsense, yeah, it's the world has totally changed in not a good way.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't understand even how the Americans are looking at this. The this National Guard moving in and everything like that. It's all the guys. It's all under. They're all getting duped. It's going to be all control, and hopefully the people figure it out. Um, Canada, I don't know. They obviously have. We're the most jabbed, so makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just watching this video of all these children riding
Mm.
these motorcycles.
Yeah,
And
they were intrigued too. I remember those kids you were talking to early on when you were there, and they were talking to those little girls, and I think there was one boy there. You were talking to them, and they're kind of all intrigued. What are you doing here? And
yeah.
remember you were looking at I think the water man. I think you were talking to one of your relatives there, and they were saying that the water was going to flood everything out on this area.
Hmm.
And you were talking to those little kids there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. They're cute. They're all intrigued by what you're doing there. What are you
Yeah.
doing here?
When I was there, again, because I was in such very rural, local areas, I couldn't find anyone that spoke English. It was really hard. It was really, really.
Mhm. Do you know some Filipino or no?
I know somewhere. You know what I do is I
Yeah,
just I just try in Spanish.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes I land a word or two in Spanish.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Spanish, they say, is a little bit. There is a Spanish, obviously influence there. So
So I do use some Spanish words from time to time and try to. So there I am saying
yeah,
hi to people there on the bus, and Yeah, it's a different world, man. It's oh, there's Sparky. There's a dog there. All the dogs
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
you,
remember that dog. Yeah, yeah, that was cute.
all the
That was
dogs.
cute.
Um,
That
um,
was cute too. Yeah, like you for what do you think to finish that house the way you want it? How much you think it's going to cost you when it's all said and done?
maybe $4,000 more. I need a fridge. I just want to paint the outside. I want to do some ceramic work, a fridge and a TV,
Yeah.
and do all the ceramic do all the ceramic in the bathroom. It's gonna cost me
Hmm.
about $4,000.
So you're looking at around 12 grand. You have a nice house.
Yeah, 12 grand in my house is, yeah, nice.
Wow. What did it cost you to put the electrical in? Just curious on that because I've had
Uh
that background.
well, when we installed it in hardwired, when we hardwired the electrical, I could find the video here so people could see what the hell I'm talking about. So when I hardwired the electrical into the
Hmm.
house, the video is called here, guys. The video is right here. 7K home major up. You know, we have water. Where's the electrical? Here we go. 7K major upgrade. We have electricity. So here's the video right here. I think it's right here. 7K home. We have electricity. Uh, all the wires, like all the hardware, cost
Yeah.
us about 240 US dollars.
How far of a run was it?
How what?
How far of a run? Like how the distance? How many feet?
Oh, lots of wire. I'm sure I'm putting the video up right here. So we already had wire in the house when they originally built the house. So we already have the
Yeah.
those connectors in the middle. So we
Yeah,
have
you got the house was wired, so you had to run power to the house.
so we already did that. That was already ran there, but then we started expanding on what was there already, and I'm showing it here in the video. So
Okay.
so it was about $200, maybe $300 for hardware. All right, guys. It looks like we may be back. Yeah, the computer crashed again. It's not overheating. I'm checking the BIOS. It's fine. It's just the computer can't handle running a show anymore. And we'll just have to deal with this. It's just what it is. So we'll just keep going and oh yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, someone's saying the computer could be loaded with dust and dirt. That's Mitch Madden messaging me. So we don't have Mitch Madden in the chat though, because he can't log into his YouTube channel or his YouTube account. So hopefully he gets that straightened out. Hopefully he gets that fixed. All right, let's see who we have. Let's see if let's get Dino Bravo back on here. See if we could get him back on here. See if he gets back on.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I got the show back on.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just gonna happen from time to time. There's nothing I could do to control it. It's out of my control. Uh,
Yeah, you're running like it's 11 years old, so it's on its last legs, like you said. So
yeah, doing what I can.
yeah, do what you can. That's okay. Everything's good. Everything's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's good. So I was gonna say, there was something else I was gonna ask you about one of your videos there. I'm just trying to think what it was. Well, it was some information. So the information. Could you tell me the source where you got that? Where the people were leaving, like in Canada? What was the source?
Okay, originally it's based off another original video that we made with my friend Massimo. And my friend
Okay.
Massimo, an Italian guy that worked at the Pearson International Airport and like 7 other airports, his job is to go around and get numbers and seeing who's leaving Canada permanently. Now, on
Okay.
trends in the housing market in 2015 or 2016, he came on the show and told us that Canadians are leaving, selling their homes, and leaving permanently. And I'm like, okay, what do you mean Canadians? Italians, Portuguese, Spanish, Germans are buying one-way tickets and they're not coming back to Canada.
Okay.
So that was already
And
back. He was already reporting to us back then that Europeans are just on their way out and they're not coming back to Canada. Okay, so fast forward, a couple of articles already giving the numbers and all that. So I just took the articles and just made that video. You can, in the comments of that video, not the comments, the description, I think it even breaks it down for you. And I think it even gives you the links. Oh, no, I don't put the links. See, I don't put the links up on YouTube videos to the actual places I get the information because then YouTube shadow bans the video because I'm trying to get people off of YouTube. So,
okay.
So they shadow ban the video. So if I put a link to here, guys, this is what I'm talking about, that gets, the video doesn't go more than 50 views. So it's pointless. So
Okay.
that's the only problem with this battle with YouTube for the last 15 years has been. But
And does he state where the countries they're going to?
Italy, Portugal, Spain, Germany, and Poland.
Okay.
Lots of people going back to Poland. But this was
Yeah.
already trends in the housing market in like 2016. He was reporting
Yeah.
to us of the mass
Okay.
exodus
Yeah.
of Europeans going back to Europe buying one-way tickets. So in 2016, people were bang on the buck because they were already selling at the height of the Chinese money laundering. So they would sell these homes that these people bought in Richmond Hill and Thornhill, Ontario, these Italian communities. They would sell those homes they bought for $23,000 for like $2 million, $3 million in 2016, 2017, and they just fucked off right back to Italy, right?
Yeah. You can live like a king with that kind of money going back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I remember the stats. It was like I didn't realize that it went that far back. Like
Oh,
people leaving.
but
I thought it was around 2020.
what about the
But
orange garbage bags?
what about them?
Do you remember the orange garbage bags?
I remember them. Yeah. What happened to them?
The orange garbage bags where they were putting out evidence and throwing in the garbage they were finding in hotels when they were laundering money with suitcases full of cash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You did mention that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the orange
Well,
bags. You watched that video when you were on vacation, remember?
yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I forgot about. It was just because I remember we talked about that about them renting on a hotel suite and converting it and then just counting money all day.
Yep, they had the fourth floor, I think, of the hotel.
Yeah.
Fourth or fifth, it was you couldn't go to the floor, and there was a security right at the elevator when you got off. And all it was is people bringing in banks. Sorry, you know those courier things they have at the hotel where you put your bags on and they walk you around. Remember?
Yeah, the carts. Yeah,
The carts.
yeah,
So what they would do is they'd come into like these Brinks guys would come with that cart, fill it up with bags, and those
yeah,
bags are full of cash from China. They'd take it up to the fourth floor. They'd open
yeah,
them up and they count if the money's dirty or laced or whatever. They have to wash the money in another room. They'd count the money because the money wasn't put in there in neat stacks you see like the drug dealers use, right? The money was put in just thrown in there, right? So yeah, they found a finger in one of them.
jeez.
Oh, they counted billions of dollars. They counted out of that place. Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
believe that.
yeah.
This is just off topic, changing the topic real quick. I remember that I saw this one woman was on a video. She says, why are they banning plastic bags, right? Uh, they don't let you use the plastic bags and everything, and then they turn around and they use all the plastic on all the foods
Yeah.
to seal everything. Why you got plastics on those? And
Well, it's not even
it's
that.
contradictory.
Let's go back to what we said. We got the numbers up, and this is what we said. Ever since the banning of plastic bags in certain areas, you're seeing an increase in garbage bag sales by 2,400%.
Yeah,
So either way, you're still going to use plastic bags, but you're going to have to pay for the garbage bags now.
yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, because everybody was using plastic bags to use it for the garbage. That's what we did. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, crazy, crazy world we live in.
oh,
That's
we
for
live in a
sure.
very crazy world.
Yeah, yeah. But where do you go? Like, I see people making the comments. I'm going to leave this Canada, or yeah, where do you go? Like you
Well,
said, the
again,
Philippines, but
my
you got an
my
in for the Philippines. But people that don't have an in, where do they go? You know,
Well, I
like
got
where are they
Portugal
going to
too,
stay?
right? So I
You
got
got
Port.
Portugal, yeah, yeah. You could actually go to Mexico too. You told me, right?
Yeah, again, different. It's different treaties between countries, right?
Yeah, like you said, the Portuguese have a treaty with Mexico.
And Brazil and all the different countries, they have different treaties. And Philippines. So every country has a different treaty. Just because a Canadian passport does this, it doesn't mean it doesn't. It doesn't. Other countries have different treaties with different countries, right? So
Well, for example, for Brazil, either you get married to a Brazilian, you can have citizenship, a passport.
mhm.
If you invest 50,000 Canadian, I think it works out too. You can get a passport. Um, I forget the other way. There's another way too. Buy a business, I think it is. So that's for Brazil, but I
Mhm.
don't know. I'm sure there's criteria you got to fill out or meet for other countries too.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Well, it's a very it's a pretty sad situation. I don't know. You know, like people say, just stand up and fight. But what are we fighting for in Canada?
I
It's
got some
left.
somebody messages somebody back. Sorry, to tell them that we're back. This is the second time we went down, guys. The computer's on its last leg, guys. So get used to this for a while until I could scrounge up some money to buy a computer. So guys, just be patient. I'll
Hmm.
work on it. I'll do my best to work on it. I want to get one that supports 120 and 220 volts. So
Yeah.
120, 220, so that if I do go to the Philippines, I can just bring my computer over and not worry.
Well, the most power supplies have that switch.
They do,
You
eh?
can get you get power supplies with 240. Yeah, it has a switch in the back. You just yeah, because they make them generics. The higher end ones have that where you can just basically flick the switch in the back.
I gotta get that done. I gotta make sure I do that because I need
Yeah,
to.
yeah, you can like I said, you can verify. Just ask the person, the salesperson, whatever, when you're buying it or whatever. But and do you have an Apple or what do you have?
Oh no, I have a PC. I have a DDR4 or DDR3 RAM and 64 gigs.
Yeah,
I
but
think. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, because I'm just curious what maybe I'll have to ask you what you got running in there now because yeah, I don't think it would cost you that much for something that could do that'd be powerful to do editing and everything.
Hmm.
I don't think unless you go into Apple. Apple's insane what they charge for their products.
Hmm.
But they're better for editing, like for video editing and stuff like that. Apple is the better product, but
Hmm.
I would stick with the Intel stuff. But
Yeah. But yeah, yeah. Sharia law on its way to Canada. Just reading some messages people are leaving. Like lots of messages here. People are giving me here. Um.
I don't think that's gonna happen in Canada. I don't think the people are gonna stand for that.
No.
There's a lot there's a lot of people that I know are getting me included that are pretty pissed off with these people because they're so rude.
Hmm.
So and they're not taking it like they're getting to giving it back. So including women, not just men.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think. You saw some of those videos I sent you. I'm sure you've seen them too.
Yes.
On
Yes. 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 I've seen
yeah,
them.
you see all the pushback in Spain, Ireland, Portugal,
You know
Italy,
what the effed up thing is?
Germany, France. Like
Here's some
it's getting.
videos. So here's a list of videos that ChatGPT brought up for me of that were taken down from my channel. Europe sleepwalks into chaos. Migrant floods are only the beginning. November 2015. Australia on fire. Migrant wave destroys stability. December 2015. And these were all taken down. It's really strange. They all took it down around 2020, eh, Dino? Canada's open
Mhm.
borders suicide pact. No end to the invasion. February 2016. And I'm gonna find some of these on external hard drives and bring them back. Australia hijack. Leaders invite invasion. Citizens pay the price. May 2017. So many videos taken down. Europe betrayed. Crusades 2.0 will be fought on the streets. August 2020.
Well, you notice 2020 was the magic year
Yeah.
when they throw the pandemic and then your censorship, which was bad before 2020, but it got worse and it
Yeah.
totally got even twice as hard, no, five times harder. And now they're ripping stuff off from 2018, 2017,
Mm-hmm.
2016, you know, because it's all information that pertains to today, 2025. Again, like I said to you earlier in the call, a lot of your stuff is pointing to 2025.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think there was one thing you said about food prices or something. We wouldn't be able to obtain food by 2022 or something. I think
2020.
you were off.
2020. 2020.
2020. Yeah. But I mean that even then it was pretty expensive. But yeah, it's now it's outrageous. But yeah, but even that, like pretty much bang on. Like even when you said it, it was like, really, I could buy carrots for pretty cheap or potatoes or whatever. But now it's crazy. I don't know. People are telling me now that they took off some of these tariffs. It's supposed to go down in price. I've seen some of the stuff is going down, but
Mm-hmm.
not the stuff that pertains like meat. I think what they're going to try to do with meat is they're going to try to make it really expensive, like the
Mm-hmm.
steaks and like beef and stuff. They're going to try to make it really expensive because they want to implement their fake meat shit. So
England under siege. Bring the third world. Become the third world. Migrant flood shatters communities. October 2015 video taken down. Wow. England
wow.
unrecognizable. Mass migration sparks collapse. May 2019. Taken down on May, same month, 2019. So it looked like it was within the month it was taken down. Final
I think
warning.
England
England won't survive the migrant floods. December 2020. That was taken down.
Eng,
March
England
2021.
will be the first. England will be the first country to have riots and civil unrest.
Yeah,
Like
it's
serious.
we called it. We
It,
were
it,
calling it Crusades 2.0.
yeah, I mean that's a good one. I think that's going to be the first one that percolates, and I think Ireland's going to be right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ireland is just bubbling from the people I know down there. They're saying they're ready to fight. Like they're just pissed. They're right pissed, and they're actually doing some pretty it's pretty heinous stuff that they've actually done. I don't know if you saw the one video where they're throwing stuff at the migrants that were in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They kept throwing rocks at their
At the
windows and
hotels too. In
everything.
the hotels too, they were doing that. They were protesting outside the
Yeah,
hotels.
yeah, they're not taking no crap. I admire the. So that's what I like about these other countries. Like I find the Canadians just sit on their hands. Like we don't, but a lot of these Canadians sit on their hands, right? And they don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I see these people, and I go, well, I want to be there where they're going to actually fight for their country and their people. Like
Mm-hmm.
we don't fight. We don't fight. We don't do that. Like, I got friends that will fight. You got buddies that will stand up, but nobody stands. No, nobody. Everybody just says, "Oh well, that's what we got to do."
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't have to do that. That they take back. They're taking back their countries one by one, and that's what's gonna. We need that here too. If we want to save Canada, we have to start doing what these other countries are doing. They're starting to fight. Fight back. They're starting to say, "We want you out."
Mm-hmm.
And you get out, and you see the marching on the videos and the Instagram. They're coming out in droves. Thousands and thousands of people are coming out and saying, "We want you out."
Mm-hmm.
What's the government going to do? They got a few hundred government, and how many police they got? Even the military. It wouldn't be enough
It's like
to
the
take
Yellow
the.
Vest movement. We're reporting on the Yellow Vest movement that
Yes.
it was Macron finished. That was in 2019. August 2019. Video still up. I think it's still up on our channel. I don't know. Macron finished. Yellow Vest movement. Police have joined the Yellow Vest movement, and
Uh,
the firefighters joined the Yellow Vest movement, and that was August 2019. That's why they had to pull the trigger on the pandemic.
yeah, people still bust my balls because I said that Macron was finished in 2022, 21. I said he was finished. And they say, is he gone still? Is he gone yet?
No, I
They
go back to
bugged
my
it.
2018 Mike in the Night live stream.
Yeah,
I say
yeah.
Macron's there forever. Macron and Trudeau forever, no matter what. But
Uh,
I know Trudeau's not there anymore, but still, he stayed
yeah, but
enough.
but
Yeah.
he married a Rothschild man, like it's a man that's
Mm-hmm.
pretending to be a wife, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly she runs the Rothschild, parts of the Rothschild,
Organization.
dynasty, whatever organization out of France for Europe. There, she's running it, or he's running it. So they say that. So that's why he's still there in power. But the people that I know in France say that again, nobody voted that. They voted for that woman. I forget his name, but she won the election, not him.
Yep.
So you know,
Yep.
but again, it's just like Portugal. It's just like everywhere else. Lula and in Brazil, he didn't get voted in.
Nobody voted.
They
We did a hard
they
census
picked
on.
them.
We got on Mike in the Night. We did a hard census on the ground. We had some guys
I
down there
did.
that we knew. They went door to
Yeah, I
door,
did.
and they couldn't find a person that voted for the guy that won.
I asked 100 people in Brazil. Only one person I know that I asked voted for Lula
Mm-hmm.
out of 100, and I did it myself
Yeah.
because I was in Brazil.
Yeah.
So no, nobody voted for him. And he just got out of jail like what 3 months before the
That's
election or
right. We
something.
covered that. We actually covered, and we already told you. We made a video. Brazilians going to the polls. It's all fixed. I already 6 months before they went to the polls. I already told you guys it was going to be all fixed, and he was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's the video's up. You
Like
can see it in detail.
just
In
like
very good detail.
just like that guy. Everybody's all talking up that Melee, whatever in Argentina. That
Yep.
guy's another weffer.
We
He's just
followed
another
that guy's
weffer.
career before any of these big influencers even knew he existed. We were calling him the Donald Trump of Argentina, and he was going in
Hmm.
and saying the right things. He was saying the right things. He was saying the things that
Hmm.
needed to be said. And then he went to the wall in Jerusalem, and he did all this other stuff. And
Hmm.
then we knew that he was bought and paid for after. We knew already, so it was kind of like, yeah, he was a Mason in the whole 9 yards, right? So
Just like Trumper. He's bought and paid for. So he took a lot of money from. You got a lot of Jewish money there. Got $100 million from that couple there,
yeah,
and yeah, he does what they want him to do. So like the nonsense that he's doing with Israel there now is ridiculous. So anyway,
yeah.
he
We
has
said
to
he was
do
going
it.
to double down on Israel, but the one thing I thought he
Hmm.
was going to do was end that war with Ukraine, and that was going to be Biden's war and clean his hands of it and walk away. But he didn't. I thought he was. I honestly thought he was going to walk away from that, but he didn't. I don't know why he kept it going.
Yeah, the Russians are not too far away from mopping it up anyway.
Yeah.
So
So, but you know what I mean,
it's gonna
right,
be over.
Dino?
Hmm.
He could have
Yeah, no,
walked
I
away and
know
said
what you
he
mean.
won this.
Yeah. Well, I think they when they had that meeting, him and Putin, I think that's the game plan for those guys. They're gonna pivot to the Middle East. So it's gonna be over. The Ukraine war is gonna be over because they're gonna find new ways to launder money into
Yeah, they're
that
going to find
because
use. Well, the money laundering's over there, so they have to figure out
yeah,
another. Yeah.
yeah. People are getting tired. Like, taxpayers are saying more money. Like he just said more money for Israel now, so the people are accepting the new one, but they won't accept any more money to Israel or
Oh,
to
speaking
Ukraine. Ukraine.
speaking of money, can I let me bring something up, Dino? When my dad was dying, he was giving me things. He was telling me things
Mhm.
in a notebook. I was writing what he was telling me in a notebook, like I was taking notes for a whole week and a half.
Mhm.
And he told me something. He told me something that I told you guys multiple times was don't trust the government and take care of your mother. That was one of the lines he kept telling me.
Wow, those are
But
those are wise words.
that was his last words he told me. But before that, like a few days before, like I was taking notes and he told me something. And I finally had the courage to open that book the other day. A little booklet. I finally had the courage to open that book. I opened it up and there was something written there. And he told me, never take advice from people that owe you money, they will destroy you.
Hmm. Yeah,
Never take
that
advice.
makes a lot of sense. Makes a
Never
lot of
take
sense.
advice from people that owe you money because they will destroy you.
Yeah,
That was one
yeah.
thing he said, and that really, I was going through because I'm reading my writing. I'm like, oh, okay, I remember him saying that. Okay, yeah, I get. Oh, yeah. So I'm going through some of these quotes he told me or advice he gave me before he died. Was don't take advice from people that owe you money because they will destroy you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's profound. That's another profound statement.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
just thought I'd share
very
that with you
profound.
guys. So
Well, why your dad was a wise man, so he knew what he was talking about.
oh, he was so anti-government. That guy. Holy smokes.
Oh, my dad always told me, don't, if you wanna be successful in life, you go find the guys that are successful and you copy them.
Hmm.
Don't talk to the guys that don't follow guys that are down and out because that's where you don't hang around with them because that's where you're gonna end up.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
always told me, you find the guy if you want to be a successful in business, hang around successful business people and emulate them.
Hmm.
That's what he always told me. And he said, if you want to be successful, if you want to be a failure, hang around with people that are, just down and out and losers. And
Hmm.
he's right. He's right. Yeah. Yeah, they were wise back then. A lot wiser
Yeah.
than
Oh yeah.
I think
Big
the
time.
people today. They, with what little they had, they were so wise. And we have all this stuff, technology and all this crap, and we can access stuff all the time, and
And we're a bunch
you
of
know,
morte de famas now.
exactly. Yeah, and the people and their brains were like supercomputers with all the stuff they memorized from for the 70, 60, 70 years that they lived, or 80 years, whatever. They were like supercomputers. Like they remembered everything. from the time they're on the farm or whatever, and how poor they were, and
Hmm.
the war,
But
and
they weren't taking in all
the,
the chemicals we are today, right? So,
that's true. That's
so,
true. But supposedly we live longer.
I want to thank Pamela for the coffee donation, Lonnie for the coffee donation, and Shane for the coffee donation. I really appreciate that, guys.
Hmm.
And if you guys want to join the channel, you can join it on YouTube here. There's the members there, right there. You can join the channel, and we are putting up members only videos, and it's not really major videos. It's just behind the scenes, more video, talking more videos. And I want to thank our 4 members here. Um, Debbie, Mitch, and Dino, and Pamela for supporting the channel and being a member. I bring that up every once in a while because I'm worried, man. I'm gonna have to find some. I'm gonna have to replace this computer, Dino. It's on its way out, so I'm getting worried now. So I'm asking you, hey, if you want to help out, this
Yep.
stream doesn't make any money. We don't, because if I made money, if I was making money, I'd be lying to you, 24/7 lying to you, and I'd be following
Yeah.
bullshit narratives and taking
No,
sides and taking sides.
and if you and knowing you is, I mean, I've known you for a while now, and knowing you, you'd be helping a lot of people if you were getting money, making money there anyway. You'd be giving it away.
I'd be helping a lot. Yeah,
No,
definitely helping people that need it the most. I would. Yeah, yeah,
exactly. That's how you are. So
yeah.
yeah. So no, I mean, someone mentioned the GoFund page. Maybe we need to do a GoFundMe page.
For a yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
I think $3,200 will buy me a good enough computer to do
I
my
don't. I
edit.
don't even think you need that much. I really
No,
don't
it's
think you
because of
need that
video
much.
editing and rendering and all that crap. It takes
Are you
so
doing? Are you
much.
talking to? You're talking not talking a laptop. You're talking a actual standalone,
Yeah,
like a,
I need a tower. I need a tower. That's what I
tower.
run
You need a
Mac.
tower.
I can't run
Okay.
Mike in the Night on a laptop. No way. There's too many open
Yeah.
windows. There's too many screens.
Well,
I
you'd be
have
surprised. There's some
multiple.
pretty powerful. I have some pretty powerful laptops, but yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna just see what they go for. I'm just curious, but yeah, maybe we
No,
should
the
do a GoFund.
$3,200 gets me something that lets me render, edit videos, and do all kinds of stuff I need. Man, I wish I was that guy. That guy that was on social media for 2 years. He's complaining
Yeah,
he only makes $200,000 a year, and he's been a failure. I'm like, I make $400 a year, and I have like 6,000 videos and 2,000 live streams. Look, what the hell? And this guy's complaining that he only makes $200,000 a year, and then he does a GoFundMe for a computer and raises almost $200,000.
how many people does he have? We're
Oh, half a
following him.
million subscribers.
Okay,
But he's
that
a
explains
nobody.
the
He
money.
didn't exist before. He came with the U.S. aid, right?
Yeah,
And he was complaining
yeah.
they were cutting off his U.S. aid.
Jeez.
Yeah, people getting paid for what you already know. And then one of his big donations was from an Israeli company from Israel. They donated for his computer. They gave him like $80,000 for his computer. An Israeli numbered company, like a legitimate Israeli, like with the biggest donation. If you went on the GoFundMe, was from this Israeli company. Gave him 80 grand.
Jeez, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, but all the honest and good ones, like yourself, they're all like they're all shadow banned and they're all being restricted. And I mean, I don't know if you know, have you ever seen that guy Jesse Hell?
No.
Hell, Hal.
No.
He even interviews everybody. Great guy, like just interviewed a bunch of people, and then they shut him down. Uh, he's getting charged. He got charged with a $60,000 lawsuit because someone lied about something about he hit and run this person or something, and with his car, he traced